Welcome to Pearse Stadium for county final day here in Galway. Well, earlier we got a chance to catch the two managers. Firstly, the Loughrea manager Tommy Kelly, and then St Thomas's manager Kenneth Burke. Loughrea manager Tommy Kelly in the county final. That's not bad at the end of the year, is it, for a start?
Well, it's a good start.
Yeah.
Listen, at the start of the year, you always want to be there at the end. Really good bunch of young lads, and they're all working really hard for us, and they're trying to do the town proud,
The mix of the team, there's a nice balance to it, Tommy, isn't there, in the sense that you have a lot of experience, but the younger lads you mentioned probably have the year coming through last year now as well, and are beginning to hit it, aren't they?
Yeah, that's been a huge help to them. But those young lads are
good hurlers, yeah.
They're good hurlers, and they're actually probably bringing on the older lads. It's nearly gone the other way. Rather than the older lads bringing the young lads, it's the younger lads are driving it, so it's brilliant to see, and we've really nice panel this year, and we've used 29 players in Championship hurling, and there's not too many teams can say that, and still be in the Championship and still driving on.
You used the league as well the last 2 years, but particularly this year as a kind of a driving force as well, it seems.
Yeah, but I suppose when you look at our league teams, obviously you're playing your league matches without your county players and whatever. It gives great opportunity to build a panel and to try out things. But probably if you looked over all our league games, there was no team that went out the exact same team. So it was.
You were mixing and matching and looking at things.
Definitely, and every game that we played in, there was a reason why someone was playing corner back, or there was a reason why some lad was playing corner forward. So,
and you're getting the benefits of that now. Any key games, Tommy, or key moments in the group this year that kind of said, this is beginning to come together?
Not really. The very first game against Tommy Larkins was for ourselves in Loughrea, and we know how good Tommy Larkins are. They're a right good hurling team, and they have beaten us the last number of years, so getting over the line on that one was a big moment, and quite possibly took the pressure off the team a little bit, that they had that one won. And
because they had a good record against you in the last few years, hadn't they, Larkins?
100%, and like there is no they're a really, really good team, and a really solid team, and there was no flukes in any of the victories they had over us. They went and they earned them and they won them.
The one thing that struck me this year, that in the last 2 years, but particularly this year, you have a very definitive game plan that you seem to have honed very well.
We're trying to mix it as much as we can, you know what I mean? But they're playing to a system. The coaching has been fantastic, so between Shane and Greg and Gavin.
It's a serious setup, haven't you? There's great lads involved.
They're top coaches, and they've all have inter-county experience, and that helps. That definitely helps, because you're used to crowds, you're used to the big occasions, and even a National League game. It's a big occasion these days, and when you're going through 10, 15 of those a year, with the new format of the round robin. That's
you're learning.
You're learning every day, and myself and Gavin have worked, with Dublin there for 3 years, and we were in Clare for 2 years together as well. And I was with Matty Kenny with Coola as well before that. So we've put together a nice management team, but we don't have the privilege of going out and hurling, and then that's the most important part of the whole lot. It's all back on the players. It's the players that have delivered day in, day out, and I hope they don't stop now.
I suppose, Tommy, you're uniquely set up then. The commitment now and the work that goes into the club game now in Galway is huge, isn't it? I mean, it's not far removed from inter-county a few years ago, but these guys give a huge effort, don't they? And often in games, you get kind of criticism that's baseless, really, based on what they've done throughout the year.
It is. It's a huge sacrifice, but there's also the love of your club there as well, and
it drives it.
That 100% drives it, and sure, what else would you bet on?
Yeah.
Sure, wet Tuesday nights and Thursdays and Saturdays.
And it's enjoyable as well. And I said to Dean, when you get to a final, it also is a lift for your club, your area, and the people that do so much for the club day in, day out, isn't it?
Yeah, and it's all about, it's all about the togetherness of the whole area and the whole town, and it's lovely, lovely to meet people on the streets, and they're wishing you well wishers, and they're, it was funny, Sally Cusick, a friend of ours, I never realised it until yesterday that she's St. Thomas's woman, and she was quick to tell me that on the street yesterday too. So, and it was lovely, and her husband was a massive Loughrea man, yes. JP, so it was lovely to remember them as well,
As they say, the native shore says there. Injuries, Shane Morgan came off in the semi-final.
Yeah,
was he fixed?
We're giving Shane every opportunity to see can we do something, or it's totally over to the medical side of things now at the moment. He did come off with a leg injury, and he's a scan done on it, but we haven't got the results back on that yet, so we'll wait and see. But we definitely give him every opportunity.
The team you're playing, they need no introduction. I mean, the record is unreal. I mean, it's their 7th county final since 12, ironically, against yourselves that this cycle started. They know how to win, don't they?
Oh, they're an exceptional team, and I suppose every other club at the moment is in awe of them, and they've backs, forwards, midfielders, substitutions. They're a management team, top class. They're just, they have it all. So they haven't been beaten in a final. They know how to do all
get the
things,
business done. Yeah.
So it's a little bit new for us, and a lot of our younger lads, our average age is 22, or 22 and a half, and they're.
But they know how to win, though. Those younger lads too, don't they?
What a challenge.
Yeah, what
absolutely. A challenge.
Finally, days like this is what you do. The Tuesday nights and the Thursday nights in the wet and rain. It's where you want to be, isn't it? You when you address the team at the start of the year, this is where you want to be.
Yeah, 100%. There's 22 other clubs out there that were the senior clubs at the start of the year, and they all
wanted to swap with you now.
They'd all swap with me now, yeah. And we know that we're in a very privileged place. County final day is just massive on the calendar. It's the biggest thing. It's the biggest thing that you can ever get involved in, and but we have a job to do, and the supporters have their job to do. So we'll separate the two of them from next week on.
Tommy, as we've said to everyone, best of luck to both teams on Sunday, and I hope it goes well for you.
Thanks a million. Cheers.
St. Thomas's manager Kenneth Burke, county final day, nothing new to you though in the last few years. Your 7th final in recent years. Fantastic run.
Yeah, it's hard to believe, right? But I suppose we just take every year on its merit and go from there and prepare as best as we can. And the goal is probably get to the final and try and get as far as we can. But we've been blessed really with getting to being successful the last few years. But again, it's every year it throws up its different challenges, and the guys have been up to it. So we're very lucky, with the group of players we have, and we're delighted to be there again.
I often wonder, does it get easier, or is it when you know what can happen? You've had a wonderful record, never losing the final, but when you get there regularly, you probably realise the things that can go wrong as well.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, you're only a couple of minutes away from losing every day, but it definitely gets harder. It's harder. Yeah, it's the same every day. If you don't perform, you're going to get caught. So it's about, I suppose, looking after what you can control and worrying about your own performance. And thankfully, they performed. I suppose winning the first two probably gives them belief in when you get to the final after that, and that they can perform on the big day. So you can get over the line. The first one was a big monkey off the back, I suppose, and performing well and getting over the line. And then after that, the last few years, they performed well in the final. So they're very lucky that they're calm on the day and well used to at this stage. And obviously, a lot of them played inter-county as well, so they're used to the big day.
Injury-wise, you lost David Sherry early on. Looked like you wouldn't have Shane Cooney, but you have him back now. So kind of 1 in, 1 out almost.
Yeah, like earlier in the year, obviously Dave was down, Shane got injured, a few other guys got injured as well along the way, and that's part of the panel. So that was, your panel was getting weaker then for training as well. Like, so there was a few weeks there where we couldn't take any more. But guys, obviously Shane is back full training now, which is a massive boost to us, and obviously Davey, he's not fully back yet, but he's nearly back. So you need everyone to be fit to be pushing on and to be pushing guys in training. So we're very lucky we have a strong panel in the background, and like, okay, not all of them get game time, but they're pushing on the guys on the field and making them better and trying to keep their performance up as well. So we're very lucky with the panel we have.
And on that, I mean, guys like Victor Manzo are really training on, aren't they, kind of three in terms of contributing, and Mark Caulfield has started the last 2 games, so there is a depth now.
Oh, absolutely, yeah, and like they've been knocking on the door the last couple of years, and like they've been, I suppose that's keeping us at the top as well, keeping us at near the top table. So they're pushing on the guys that are playing already, and you need guys that's going to inject life into it and keep everyone on their toes. Like, if everyone was just going along and getting on the team without pushing hard, and you're not going to be successful. So that's the reason we've been kept there. Them guys are pushing and want to get on the team, and they're performing well, and they're getting their chance now.
Key game of the year was the Clare Bridge game. A big game in the sense that you had lost the services of David, John Head during the course of the game. You didn't have Finton, the 2 boys you mentioned already. You dug a hole for yourselves. Was it 10 down after half time? You had to take a lot from coming out and winning that game.
Yeah, looking back at the time, we probably didn't. It was a big game, obviously, but we were still qualified at that time. But obviously, a few injuries during the game. Then they were bad injuries, so they were going to be gone. So again, we didn't think about that in the long run, but just getting a performance out of ourselves in the second half and just really dug deep. Like, the guys really just threw everything. I know that we just started. There was a strong wind in it as well. Conceded sloppy goals that we didn't like conceding. Obviously Connor the massive second half that day. A few guys came on, did massively as well. So yeah, it did kind of kick us, start us back into where we wanted to be, and like, we got the 4-week break and got Finton fit, got Dave fit again. So it definitely was crucial for us to be still here. Like,
you mentioned scoring and conceding. You have conceded a bit this year, but significantly in the last 2 games you haven't conceded a goal. So it's like as if at the right time that defensive solidity is coming back.
Yeah, like, we definitely weren't happy with what we conceded in the group stages, and we discussed that as a group and kind of worked it out as a group and try and work on it's not just the backs, it's the whole team as a unit working hard and trying to help each other out. And thankfully the last couple of games everyone has worked hard, and that the scores have gone down. So it's a kind of accumulation of everything, and guys coming back fit, I suppose, as well, and it kind of consolidated the defence after that.
You had to be happy with the quarter final and the semi-final in particular. Showed a lot of composure, closed it out, used the wind, got the scores, and were comfortable winners in the end.
Yeah, I suppose, like I said already, it's trying to get the performance out of ourselves individually, and then as a collective the performance will come. Like, so we give guys the roles to do, and they go out and do it to their best of their ability. And yeah, you have to be happy with the 2 performances that they did. The second Cappy game, conditions were poor, got the scores that we needed. Again, we weren't unbelievable, we just about did enough. Saracens game, second half we wind was strong. I'd say the win of the game was in that first half. We probably weren't too happy on the day after the first half, but looking back on it, only being 3 points down was massive, really. With that, Rees was really strong. Like, when you look at the second half, trying to get up the field to get scores against that wind was difficult. Even in the second game you could see it as well, to get game into that wind was very strong to get up the field. So the first half probably did consolidate that performance to get over the line there.
Loughrea, you know a fair bit about them, the neighbours on one side. There's a bit of symmetry in that the 12 final where your success started was actually against Loughrea as well. They're unbeaten all year, they're coming with good credentials, aren't they? Yeah,
they're a serious team. They've got pace all over the place, well able to hurl, good blend, older guys, the likes of Johnny Coney, Carey, guys of Paul with massive experience, and the younger guys coming in with loads of pace, loads of hurling ability, and they're used to the balls very well. Like, I've seen them a couple of games, they've been comfortable in games, winning them easily, and pace everywhere. Like, they're able to use the ball dangerous inside, taking their score. So like, we're going to have to perform to the top of our game to be competitive, to try and get over the line. So we're no illusions, it's going to be a massive battle. Like,
we also got a chance to talk to the 2 captains. Firstly, we went to Loughrea, followed by the captain of St Thomas's. Ian Hanrahan, captain of Loughrea, county final. Was it the goal at the start of the year, Ian?
It was, yeah. Look, it's the goal of every club, I'd say, at the start of the year, and yeah, we're here now, so we'll enjoy it.
Talk to us a bit about the year. I mean, you're unbeaten, but that run through the group, a few games you were in trouble, but you always seemed to answer the call in those early games.
Yeah, look, it was a tough group. We had a few tough games early on there with Larkins, and we just about got over the edge there, really. Cappy as well, they put it up to us crowd. They were all tough games, and we were just lucky enough to come out the right side of them. You
were qualified by the time you played your last game. That month off, was it a concern, or
no,
you were happy enough to take and avoid the preliminary quarter-final?
Yeah, a couple of knocks, a couple of players gives them time to come back. You can use it to your advantage or whatever, or you can sulk about it. We used it to our advantage, back to the training ground and worked on us really.
Quarter-final game against Turlockmore, big game. Must be very happy with the way you came through that.
Yeah, big game, big test against Turlock. They're a serious side, and yeah, we were delighted to come out the right side of it.
Coming in then, the one week quick turnover to Clare Bridge. The two teams that you've defeated were the last two finalists, so that must have given you great confidence to get over both tests.
Yeah, look, they're two serious teams, so to get out the right side of them, of course you're going to be delighted. Yeah, they were hard games and quick turnaround, as you said. Just delighted to get out the right side of it.
Nice mix to your team now, Ian, isn't it? Like we said, those few younger lads, Shane Morgan, the younger brother of your own as well, are fitting in well with that established core, aren't they? Yeah,
they had senior last year. The year stood to them. They're well able now for senior hurling. They've driven on us, the older lads. So yeah.
Is there a bit of a buzz around the town in the last week?
Yeah, there's a buzz the last few days. Yeah, there's flags and bunting going up. It's it's great to see the buzz around the town. But we'll enjoy it this week and head down next week and worry about next Sunday then.
But it's great, isn't it, for a club and for an area that, to be in the county final. It does bring a certain bit of glitz and glamour to the place.
It does, it brings a buzz to it. They weren't in it since 2013, albeit a defeat in 13, but just the buzz around the town, you can see what it means to people and the older people and stuff like that, yeah.
Defensively, you have a very good record, haven't you, in terms of you haven't been conceding big, which is a great base, isn't it, in terms of getting to a championship game? Yeah,
the six boys at the back and the few boys that come on into the defence, they're unreal and they're hard boys to get by, yeah.
The game plan is pretty definitive as well. The two big boys up front have been wrecking havoc, haven't they? Joseph Mooney and Martin Mack. Jamie Ryan in that deeper role. It's a well-honed system. Saw you in the league final as well for the last 2 years, so it's been coming together for a while, hasn't it?
Yeah, look, it's work in progress and it's starting to come together, and hopefully it'll all click Sunday week, I hope.
The championship, your thoughts? It's been, every 2 weeks. Okay, you had the month between the knockout of the group and the quarterfinals. Are you happy that it's been played in that kind of condensed period?
Mate, I suppose it suits us now at the minute. We're in a county final, obviously, but yeah, I suppose the group.
But it's full on as well.
It's full on, yeah. So it's enjoyable, yeah.
Finally, looking forward to the day, but you have to divorce the day to getting the performance in the match, don't you?
Yeah, look, we'll look forward to the day. We'll enjoy it. We know we're up against a serious team. They're going for 5 in a row. We probably want to slice a look on the day, and you don't know what'll happen.
Ian, as we say to everyone, we wish both teams the best of luck on the day, and we hope everything goes well for you.
Thanks very much.
Thanks, Ian. Conor Cooney, County Championship final. Nice place to be.
Yeah, it is. Look, we're just preparing for it now. So big challenge to come from Loughrea, and we're just looking forward to it.
I was talking to Kenneth. The rivalry between yourselves and Loughrea, even though you're neighbours, probably not as intense as say it would be with Gart. Or maybe. Easy for you to say, Sean. Maybe. Yeah.
I don't think there'll be. Look, it's a local derby of two neighbouring clubs playing each other. It's going to be hot and heavy, and it'll be a good game. So, look, we've seen the quality team that Loughrea are. They're the only unbeaten team in the championship. So, look, they've been consistently excellent. So, look, we know the challenge we have in our hands, but we're looking forward to the test.
County final day is a day of its own though as well. You've had a superb record in it. The 7th final, you've yet to lose one, but it's a day of its own, isn't it?
It is, yeah. Look, I suppose we personally wouldn't get caught up in the idea that it's a final or anything like that. I don't think an awful lot of change in your preparation leading up to it. I suppose the homework will be done on Loughrea, and we'll do our own work as well on what we need to improve on from the last day. And Yeah, look, it's a county final, but it's just another game as well. So the focus for us is just on getting a performance and focusing on what we need to do in order to do that, and hopefully the result will take care of itself.
That performance level has been going up though with you, hasn't it? Even for yourself personally, superb semi-final again, but you're getting there at the right time, looks like, doesn't it?
Yeah, I suppose we had a few disappointing games as well, like the day against Turlough was probably what we needed more so than that. And but yeah, look, I think we probably have been improving a little bit day on day. But I suppose we're going to need another step up again if we're going to get a result. So yeah, improving, but we need to stay going in that direction.
Your own brother Shane back, and that's great, really, because there are players that miss the championships through injuries and whatever, and it's nice to be involved at a time where the club is going well, isn't it? And therefore, to get over the injury, to get back to the latter stages, is great for him.
Yeah, look, he's doing everything right there now to get himself back. He got a few minutes the last day again, a few more minutes on from what he had got. So yeah, look, he's improving and it's getting stronger all the time. So hopefully he'll be able to play a bigger role for us the next day as well. And look, we'll definitely need him coming in and having a big influence. So yeah, look, it's great that he's back and great that he's back hurling, and hopefully stays fit and healthy.
Do you ever allow yourself in the middle of this, and I know, look, you're preparing obviously for championship and for county finals, do you ever allow yourself to say, look, we're in the crest of a wave here, this is a brilliant club team we have together, and isn't it fantastic to be involved? Do you allow yourself to kind of have an odd moment to say, look, this isn't going so bad, like?
Not really.
Not really,
no.
yeah, I know.
You're
next game.
No, absolutely. It's just next game, and look, I suppose never looking too far back or too far forward. It's just always the next game and how you can improve from where you were, and I suppose you try to get as much out of it while you can. So yeah, look, it's trying to stay very present and very in the moment with it, and just focus on getting a result the next day.
Loughrea, as you say, unbeaten, coming into the final, were in the semi-final 2 years ago. They've had a great year.
Look, they're an excellent team. They've some amazing hurlers. They've a very strong background team there. All people very well regarded in hurling circles. So yeah, look, they've hugely experienced players, as well as a depth of younger guys that are obviously putting up big scores and having a big influence on things. So yeah, look, they've been, as I said, they've been probably the team of the championship and the most consistent team. So yeah, look, we'll have it all to do, but we'll give it a good crack and see how we go.
Conor, we'll wish both teams the best of luck on county final day. Great experience to be there, and we wish you all the best of luck.
Cheers, Sean.
Now, just to remind everyone, we're just 8 minutes away from our moment silence in our own league. So 8 minutes to moment silence and our own league.
We're looking forward to it. Yeah, yes indeed, Jerry, you're welcome back here to the lovely set that is seen. That is the Pearse Stadium right now. Loughrea and St Thomas is going through their final stages of their preparations for the county final, and I suppose Cyril Farrell, the big thing that we're all looking at firstly is injury doubts. Looks like Victor Manzo is in for St Thomas's, that James Regan doesn't start. Looks like Cayman Killian could be in as well for Shane Morgan for Loughrea.
Yeah, well, definitely James Regan isn't playing because we've just seen him out there kind of wet gear on it, but he's not kind of tugged out to play at all. So the young fella gets his chance, Victor Manzo. Now he came on the last day, very impressive, very, very fast, great pace, scored 1-1. Now maybe it's a big ass starting because usually he's more of an impact sub, but I suppose that's what the way a county final is. You have to put out your best team, those are available. Now young Morgan, I don't know, is he going to start down there? You just wouldn't know, and if he isn't, it's probably young Killian going in cornerback. Now you'd have Sean Sweeney as well, but both of them are losses. But Loughrea seem to have a very, very strong bench. It wouldn't affect them, I think, as much. James Regan will be big loss because Sean, he's part of that kind of very valued 15. Always comes up with a few scores and very good on the big day.
Cyril Dondon and Niall beside us as well. You've been keeping an eye on the Shane Morgan situation.
Yeah, we're still not fully sure involved in the warm-up there, but it'll probably need to throw in before we see it. From what I can see straight away, Thomas have done a very extensive warm-up, obviously without James Regan, loads of contact in it. There's a great buzz around the stadium. I had a dirty shower there about 40 minutes ago. It looks to have cleared, sun is shining at the minute. There was 9 photographers on the field, there was 3 cameramen on the field. It all feels a bit different, good crowd building in the stadium. Loads of Sarsfields here in front of us, they must be being honoured at half time, Sean, and we're set for a good game.
Cyril beside us as well here was wondering where the makeup was. There's so many cameras around us today, but anyway, it's county final day, we're looking forward to it.
Cyril Farrell was in that, I think, a little bit earlier than most of us.
Yeah, we got here, got in good time, and I suppose there is a great buzz around the place, and as you say, the Sarsfields team 25 years ago is here, and I tell you one thing, they haven't aged a bit. The women must be looking after them very well.
We'll start with the teams, and we'll start with the Loughrea team. As we said, there could be one more change from what we know, but the team that we have is Garrett Lucknan is in goal. The full back line at the minute is Shane Morgan, Paul Hooban, Kieran Hanrahan. The half back line, Brian Keary for 20 comes into his usual wing back position. We expect Johnny Cohen to start at centre half back with Oisin Coyle at 7. Midfield would be Ian Hanrahan and Johnny Cohen, as we say, expected to go back to the half back line. Neil Keary, Joe Mooney, Tiernan Killian, who will start 12 in the middle of the field, and then Anthony Burns, Martin McManus, Jamie Ryan and Dylan Shaughnessy. So there are 3 of the normal changes. We still wait to see whether Shane Morgan will start for Loughrea. For St Thomas's, Gerald Kelly is in goal. A full back line for them, the county champions, in their normal red jerseys, of course, that we have become so synonymous with down through the years for St Thomas's. It's Gerald Kelly that's in goal. A full back line of 2 Keane Mahoney, 3 Fintan Burke and 4 John Head. A half back line of 5 Evan Duggan, 6 Mark Caulfield and 7 Cathal Burke. Midfield partnership of Bernard Burke and David Burke. Half forward line 10 Dara Burke, 11 Conor Cooney and 12 is Damien McGlynn. And the inside line is 13 Éanna Burke. There's one change, 20 Victor Manzo coming in for James Regan and Oisin Flannery at 15. And I suppose, Cyril, James Regan is a big loss to Thomas now, isn't he?
He is. Look, this has played county at every grade, minor, under 21, the whole lot, and he won a lot with the county and a lot with Thomas. Has been one of their main players. Maybe unsung at times, but always does a very lot of kind of quiet work. Always good for a few great scores and kind of very used to their system. It'll be interesting to see today, Sean, who picks up who, because like Conor Cooney has been setting the blaze light, not alone this year, with the last number of 5 or 6 years, picks centre forward and number 11 is back, but kind of roams around the pitch. It'll be interesting to see will Loughrea actually put a marker on him. Like Johnny Cohen will probably be a centre back. They'll know one another very well from the county scene. But it'll just be interesting to see with the likes of Ushin Kyle or someone pick him up and still hold Johnny centre back. And another lad that has lit up the club team this year back to his best form again is Jamie Ryan. And again, it'll be interesting to see is he going to be picked up, because what he's doing for Loughrea is he's picked inside, but he comes out around third midfield or even going to the half back and comes very deep and great pace, and then travels up the pitch and lays it off. Mightn't score as much sometimes as you think, but like always fouled and always great to the off the pass, and like he's a top player.
The Don, it looks like Cayman Killeen is starting. Is that what we're hearing now?
Yeah, I think, well, I'm just got it after a list here with the ticks seem to be the guys who are starting. Darren Shaughnessy might be starting for Loughrea, not Cayman Killeen. We haven't that confirmed as of yet, but we will see in a couple of minutes. So Darren Shaughnessy might be starting the county final, but that hasn't been confirmed yet. 23
is out there in that warm-up and looks very involved from what we can see.
Yeah, so that might indicate Shane Morgan, we understand, is not starting, but it could be Darren Shaughnessy and not Cayman Killeen as may have been anticipated, but we're not quite sure yet.
I just tell you, there's a lot of things been held under cover there, Sir Donlan.
Yeah. We want to talk to Donlan now, because he'll be going into management soon, and he'll be doing the exact same thing that these guys are doing, not giving us false teams and different teams. So he'd want to be picking up and learning from these things, you know.
Yeah, look, if they're two neighbouring clubs, they know plenty about each other. They're allowing each other right to the throw-in to keep the second guessing going. We definitely know James Regan won't start. He didn't even bring out a helmet and a hurl. He didn't participate in any of the warm-up. George McDonough was in earlier. He was raving about a greyhound that can run a 28 flat above the track up the road. But if you look at the likes of Jamie Ryan, Victor Manzo, the pace they're going to bring to today's game, Loughrea will have more legs. I even listened to Kenneth Burke talking about it. He mentioned pace about 4 times when he was talking about Loughrea. Loughrea have pace. Will they be able for the big day? Will they be able to manage the conditions, the crowd, the referee? It's a huge day for that young team. And if you watch their warm-up, it was all buzz. Can they bring that into the game?
And Shane Morgan now is a big loss as well, isn't it? Because he's had a very good year at number 2 for Loughrea.
Well, he has a good player, and he's probably one that will be the future for Galway down the line. He's a very good player. You could play him anywhere. But if they have, like, and we're not too sure is Darren Shaughnessy on, but Shaughnessy is good as well. Like, has been injured a little bit all year. You know, the Loughrea all year have subs that don't actually weaken the team. All these guys, the subs that are coming on, have played underage for Galway. They're good quality subs. It will be interesting to see. Like, I know his pick centre back Mark Caulfield. I don't know we're not too sure if Shane Cooney is starting or not. It'll be a big call if to drop him or to play him. It's hard to know.
Yeah, it looks like he isn't. Before we start, the two teams are lining up. There will be a minute silence. That minute silence will be for Frank Kearns on the Garth Road, sadly missed by his wife Mary, sons Joe, Michael, Patrick and his daughter Anne. It'll also be for Martin Horn, who sadly passed away this week. Martin was a long-standing member of St Thomas's and a selector with several of the juvenile teams. Heartfelt condolences to Martin's family, and indeed our SJ Arrow on him in both cases there. So you'd have to say there's always a touch of sadness around county final day, and even looking at the programme, all the people that we've lost in the last 12 months is a huge loss to very many people, isn't there?
Yeah, one that springs straight to mind when you think of Loughrea is Kevin Dooley.
Yeah,
like he'd love to be here now, pulling an old cigarette and getting excited. You know, these guys never missed a match.
So as we're doing that now, we're getting ready to take the minute silence. That will be followed by Aura Naveen. Loughrea in their blue jerseys and that distinctive yellow hoop are lined up to the left-hand side of the stand as we looked out. The St Thomas's in their distinctive red jerseys with the blue trim are lined out to our right-hand side. Kenneth Fox, the stadium committee here in Pearse Stadium, is just explaining who the minute silence are for. So we will respectfully honour those minute silences, and then we'll take the Aura Naveen. So what we'll do is we'll take that minute silence now.
Yesterday am I on Gilish. And Ishvanagin Roshasa Verson, Aron Naveen, Kanya Hinu, Ek, Sarah Jardine.
So the scene is set, and the referee this afternoon, of course, thanks Jerry, the referee this afternoon is Shane Hines. He's out in the middle of the field. Brian Keown and John McDonough are the two linesmen. Both Searles and Knight are looking at all possible movements. Anthony, you're seeing so far, lads?
No. They're only just gone down now. It's not
Ian Burke has gone into full forward on Paul Hoban. Anyway, no one else. Oisin Flannery has come out the field. Johnny Cohn looks like he's playing a sweeper.
Yeah, Mark Caulfield is starting and Darren Shaughnessy is starting, so we weren't told at all when we visited the dressing rooms. In goes the ball, and straight away it's Bernard Burke. There are 15 for both sides on the field, and that'll do us. Gets the first ball downfield. It's taken out of the defence though by Johnny Cohn. Johnny Cohn coming away with his first ball of the county final. Sends it into space. The two men inside as we expected. Martin McManus being picked up, that looks by Fintan Burke. Also in there is Joseph Mooney being picked up by Cian Mahoney. Martin McManus gets on the left hand side, turns well. McManus high, and McManus over the bar. Less than 10 seconds gone, and Martin McManus puts it high and over the bar. Excellent start to the lads for Loughrea.
Yeah, that'll start them off well. Love that, like a long ball in from Johnny Cohn. Like, it's interesting. They're all moving all over the place. Hasn't started off well for Thomas. Haven't got on the ball yet, but it's just a long poke out here now from Gerard Kelly.
3:21 now he's got in the championship. Puck out by Gerard Kelly, breaks in the half forward line. Up there is John Head as well. Ball sprays out, picked up by Éanna Burke. Éanna Burke forced to go back the field, does go back the field to Bernard. Didn't stand to strike, knew there was pressure coming on him, so he goes over the far side of the field. First clash with Oisin Coyle, picking up Conor Cooney as we expected. Conor Cooney on the ball. Will he go back with the pass? He does to Evan Duggan. Evan Duggan turns off the left hand side, high ball into Oisin Flannery and Paul Hoban. Oisin Flannery takes it down with the stick into the path though of Kieran Hanrahan. Hansies they call him. Goes back to his Loughrea goalkeeper Garros Lucknan, gets it through a little bit of traffic, gets it to Johnny Cohn, and Johnny Cohn gets it out to Paul Hoban. Loughrea leading by 1 point to no score. Paul Hoban taking the ball there and gets the pass off then to Johnny Cohn, who goes long. Oceans of space in front of that two-man full forward line. Martin McManus out ahead of Fintan Burke. He's already got the first point. Can he get the second one off the left? Martin McManus striking high and putting it over the bar. Excellent start, sir.
Yeah, McManus is flying it. What a start on Fintan Burke. His first point, he looked inside. He wasn't going to run for it, then went out to it, brought it outside the 45, put it over the bar, faked off his right there, came back in his left, and a super score. Thomases have won the first shoe contested here, but it looked like Loughrea for this puck out.
Yeah, Mark Caulfield was going for that, but it's won by Tiernan Killeen. There is so much space in front of the two-man full forward line. McManus is on again. He has actually time to look up, have a pop at the post. He's got 3 points in 1 minute and 41 seconds of the county final. That's dream stuff.
This lad is unreal at the moment, like, you know, he's on Fintan Burke, but like as you say, like Sean, like there is a terrible lot of space inside. Thomas is at the moment, they're at 6 and 7s. You know, the scores aren't going up in the scoreboard, but they're there. That's what it is. It's 3 points to no score.
Yeah, they're gone up on one, not gone up on the other as Gerard Kelly takes the puck out. It'll be interesting to see will David Burke drop back into that space. The breeze is with Loughrea in the opening half as Oisin Flannery contests that puck out. Also over there is Dara Burke. The ball is picked up though by Kieran Hanrahan. What a start by Loughrea. They've bursted into the county final. Gets it off there to Darren Shaughnessy. His brother Dylan Shaughnessy was there. His brother Darren also playing. In comes Cathal Burke though to win a 50-50 ball and goes back with the pass then to John Head. John Head for the men of St. Thomas trying to open up the play. Gets it off then to Victor Manzo, the man that started instead of Regan. He has a bit of space. He's on the 20-metre line. Can he get the first score of the county final for the county champions? He can. Victor Manzo puts it over the bar. Lively start, lads. Loughrea lead by 3 points to 1, 2.5 minutes in.
Yeah, Brian Carey had committed over there on that far side. Manzo took him on the spin, brought him on a solo run. He'd be delighted with that start. Didn't know probably during the week with the James Regan whether he was going to start or not. He's got a super point for his first of the county final.
Garros Lucknan's puck out then, dropping into the half forward line, breaking to Anthony Burns again. He's on the ball, but he also has space in front of him, getting away from David Burke. Now the scramble defence comes back in. Mark Caulfield goes down, picks it up. Good play by him. He's under pressure. There he gets it away to Joseph Mooney, to Martin McManus. Snap down, Dean Shane Hines, free into Loughrea. 3 points to 1. The lead, Sir Farrell. 3 minutes in. Whatever about anything else, they have done what they wanted to do. Yeah, they've started well.
They've taken a bit of a breeze and they've started well, and this should be another score for them here. Mark Caulfield will be disappointed here because he had the ball dropped, and now it is kind of slippy out there. Not blame him for doing that, but that should have been clear. This will be another one. So Kiri just tapped this over to make it 4-1. Great start for Loughrea, and they are dictating the pace which they wanted to do. But how many times have we seen? We've seen this a lot of times, Sean, in the last few years. Like, you know, no better team than Thomas to come back. But they know they're in the county final. But definitely the pace. Loughrea are zipping around here and there, and they're making it. They're playing very fast ball into open space all the time.
Pace and space, I think, are the two words for the opening few minutes. As Neil Keary
Lovely opening free for the free taker to get. Neil Cleary pops it over the bar. He's got 42% of the Loughrea scores in the championship so far. He puts the Loughrea team 4-1 in front. Jared Kelly into the breeze, goes longish again. Poor enough fuck out because he just puts it straight down on top of Anthony Burns, who can't control it the first time, gets onto the second time. Anthony Burns going through the centre forward challenge. Dylan Shaughnessy makes the run. Lovely run by Dylan Shaughnessy, held up illegally by Keane Mahoney. Going to be a free in. Cathal Burke is distraught that the free is given. And the one thing, Sir Farr, that you've been saying all along is that the team that gets a lead in conditions like this has an advantage.
A big advantage, because like, you're going to find an odd free here and there, keeping like Loughrea will be very happy there. Hard tackle coming in, but like, you know, it is kind of across the shoulder. It's kind of shoulder high, so it's going to be a free in. There's no doubt about that. Like, and again, you'd expect young Niall Kieran to tap it over the bar. It's a lovely start for Loughrea. They should put them 4 up, and then like at the moment, like Thomas is kind of at 6 and 7. Even Jared Kelly's puck out straight out to Burns. Like the thing they didn't want, it can happen, but this should be over the bar again for Kerry.
Yeah, David Burke seems to be at centre back as well. Sean Hurlin at centre back. Shaughnessy did well to win that free. It was a foul. Cathal Burke's disappointment is typical of what Thomas's do. His disappointment was he was getting in for the second tackler. He was going to smother that on after Mahoney had put in the big hit. Mahoney's hit was a touch high, and Loughrea bought a lot of shape now in the first few minutes. Burns plucked that lash puck out by going back the field from wing forward.
5-1. Neil Cleary is converted to the free. Kelly's puck out a little bit lower this time, looking for Darragh Burke beaten away. David Burke can't get it, and Darren Shaughnessy, the youngster, gets onto the ball. He'd be 18 years of age, tries to get across the ball inside, but it doesn't work on Darragh Burke. Gets it for Thomas, goes long in towards Damien McGlynn, well won by Kieran Hanrahan. Loughrea are absolutely, if they were to write the opening 5.5 minutes of the county final, this is what they'd have written.
You couldn't write this. Here they come
through the middle again. The captain, that's Kieran Hanrahan strike. Ian Hanrahan strike from the midfield. Great score by the captain. Ian Hanrahan puts it over the bar. That's a 6-1 lead, lads, after 5 minutes and 53 seconds. Shane Hines is going back. There's a possible
yellow card here.
Darragh Burke hit a haymaker of a challenge after the hand pass was released to Hanrahan. Hanrahan, the captain, took it off the run, crossed the 65 and put it straight over the bars, looking like Darragh Burke will get the booking.
This is some start, though.
It's some start, and it's what they wanted. Like, you know, what has it gone? We look out here trying to see it. 6 minutes 15 seconds. The 7 scores, the 6 teamers are
We've a man down injured here in the full back line. Number 7, Cathal Burke, is down injured with a knee injury. But Kelly is going ahead with the puck out.
Yeah, he took off the helmet, but maybe Sir Fardell had talked about that on Friday night, maybe. As the puck out breaks on, won by Darren Shaughnessy, back in his own half back line. As Loughrea be doing all here, misplaced pass though to Darragh Burke, and Darragh Burke puts up the right hand, which indicates that the shot goes over the bar. Misplaced pass by Darren Shaughnessy, 6-2, just what Thomas has needed.
Yeah, just hold him into it. It was a lucky ball. It was hard look there because, you know, Shaughnessy clipped it to go across the middle, but Darragh Burke was delighted to get it, especially after getting the yellow card, and no better man like plucked it over the bar. Thomas is trying to hang in, good at this.
4 points between them. The puck out won by Tiernan Killeen in the half forward line for Loughrea. Kieran Killeen goes back then to Oisin Coyle. Oisin Coyle can wind up off the left. Can he strike it? He's in the centre forward channel when he strikes it, and Oisin Coyle puts it high and puts it over the bar. Excellent score.
Yeah, he's in the centre forward channel because he's tagging Conor Cooney everywhere. Cooney had gone very deep on that occasion. Kyle followed him for a certain amount. Then when Kieran Killeen came in field, he said, "Here, I'll take a bit of this and I'll pop it over the bar."
7-2, the men of Loughrea lead. What a start. John Head loses the ball to Neil Cleary back. John Head is up in his own half forward line. Then Loughrea use the ball through the lines very well off to Anthony Burns. Anthony Burns goes on the run, getting away from Cathal Burke. Look at the pace of Anthony Burns. Gets inside. David Burke is on the 20-metre line. Anthony Burns off the right-hand side, and Anthony Burns puts it wide. You know what? He had 2 runners inside.
He had 2 runners inside. I know he scored with little hand pass in. They could have gone for a big one, but there's so much on top. He thought he couldn't miss, really.
It's 6 shots, 6 scores up to that. That's the first wide of the day.
7 points to 2. Loughrea lead. Just read the 2 scoreboards. One of them is saying 6-2. One of them is saying 7-2. Just to confirm now the score. 7 points to 2, Sean, by my reckoning. Perfect, 7-2. As that puck out goes out over the line on the far side of the field. What do Thomases need to do here, lads? They need to slow it?
Need to get a goal, I think. You know, they haven't that ball got in there, but like, look at no one of them being champions. They're still dangerous inside.
8 minutes, nearly 8.5 minutes gone. 8 points to 2, or 7 points to 2, I should say. I'm making it worse from Thomas's point of view. 7 points to 2. That line ball goes all the way out over the line on the other side of the field.
Things are going wrong. They go wrong from one line to the other.
There's one thing though, Loughrea will be delighted that they're on it.
On it, and there's pace in it. The man doing the scoreboard is finding it hard down here. This end is finding it hard to keep up. It's great pace to the first opening game.
And they'll be happy that Oisin Kyle is tagged on to Conor Cooney. He has no influence in the game yet.
12th county final appearance for Loughrea. Their aim is to win their 3rd. 7th county final appearance for St Thomas. Their aim is a 5th in a row title, of course, and their 7th overall. Line ball well taken by Jamie Ryan up the field into the midriff there of Finterburg. Goes down, tries to get over. Joseph Mooney puts him under pressure. Again, a ruck ball situation develops where Thomas has had the ball initially. David Burke tries to win it, but is beaten to it. Tiernan Killian tries to keep it alive from Loughrea. Excellent work by Loughrea, ensuring that Thomas is not getting it out easily. But O'Sheen Flannery does well then to nip it away from him. Pull across him by Tiernan Killian. That will be a free to Loughrea or to St Thomas's. 7 points to 2. How significant is the breeze, lads?
I don't think it's too bad. What we're seeing there as well is the first bit of physicality that came into it. Bernard Burke came into a ruck there. He blew 2 or 3 lads out of the way. He wouldn't have been out of place in the Viva last night with the rugby.
He was probably looking through that he didn't give away a free.
But he did. He put a few Loughrea lads flying.
But that's what Thomases will want, though.
That's the contest. That's when it develops into the rucks. They'll be very good at it, and it will develop. It's hard to see that pace sticking for the game.
7 points to 2. Loughrea lead. We have played 10 minutes in the opening half. Conor Cooney back inside his own 65-metre line with this free into the breeze. What a strike by Conor Cooney. He's captain for a reason, sir.
Look at he's doing this all year. He's not actually in the game that much today, and Kyle is doing well. That's a fantastic free from about 75-80 yards out against the breeze.
He's on the threshold of history today. Matt Hackett led Castlegar to 5 county championships in a row, captained every one of them. Conor Cooney wants to emulate that today as Garrett Lucknan's puck out. Goes to the half-hour line. Burns gets a touch, breaks it into space again. Again, it's a race, and Anthony Burns is onto it like a light. Anthony Burns in the 20-metre line. He's pulled back, free in.
Matt could get a card from this now as well. Like, you know, he followed into the D section, and he could come under pressure by Shane Hines. He might do something.
Yeah, and as well, sir, like I suppose maybe the breeze is a little bit better than stronger we talk, because that ball carried away in, and then again Loughrea on the break, and it should be another easy tap over for Niall Carey. This is an easy one again. They'll put them 8-3, put them 5 points up.
Yeah, and it was unusual. Lucknan delayed a lot for hitting the puck out. Then he pucked it down on top of David Burke. It was. You'd be thinking one of the strongest in the half back line under it, but Burns did very well to break it to himself.
Niamh Keary pops it over the bar for his 3rd point of the day. 8-3. The one thing, lads, the space in the St Thomas's defence is huge, isn't it?
Unreal. But like Loughrea are using their pace. They're only playing 2 inside. Like Jamie Ryan is way out the middle of the field. Kyle has gone everywhere after Conor Cooney all over the shop. So like, you know, and they're winning the ruck balls, which is a big thing.
This puck out from Thomas is won eventually by Conor Cooney. They trail by 8 points to 3. Conor Cooney tries to get in 1-on-1 to Éanna Burke. Lovely take by Éanna Burke ahead of Paul Hooban. Éanna Burke thought about going off the right, then comes inside. Lovely ball into the brother Dara. Dara puts it high, and Dara puts it over the bar. That's a trademark Burke St Thomas's point.
Yeah, it's just top quality. It's win the break of the puck out. It's move it smartly. Éanna Burke with a super touch. Looked like he was being shadowed out over the sideline. Spun it, switched it over to Dara Burke straight over the bar. Dara Burke 2nd point of the game, and he got a card.
Thomas will want to win this puck out now, Sean, because they haven't won one for a long time.
They've won it. David Burke takes it to the ground. They trail by 8 points to 4. We have played 12 minutes in the opening half. David Burke goes across field. Darren Shaughnessy comes out of his hand, the UN, the bolter that was started. Oisin Flannery takes, and Oisin Flannery goes then into Éanna Burke in the one-man full forward line roll in there. Breaths away from 2 would-be challenges from the Loughrea defence. In there is also Damien McGlynn, but Kieran Hanrahan does awful well to see off McGlynn. Then the pass is a little bit overcooked, but Tiernan Killian read it well for Loughrea, and Tiernan Killian from his own half-back line goes long over towards Joseph Mooney and Fintan Burke. Has there been a change in the marking there, because Joseph Mooney is now being marked by Fintan Burke. Fintan Burke on the ball, looks upfield, drives a long ball out to the middle of the field. Tiernan Killian goes up, can't quite get it into the hand. Play on, says the referee. Looks to be an infringement there, as Oisin Flannery then is fouled free in, and I think Tiernan Killian was looking for a free there that didn't arrive, lads.
They won't be happy with Shane Hines there. Fintan attacked the ball, but he wasn't looking at the ball. He attacked the location where it was landing, and it broke off that, and they resulted in St Thomas's picking a free. It's the first time the Loughrea bench are very irate here. It's right in front of them.
I suppose you have to say it's the first kind of a break that Thomas have got, because that could have been a free the other way most times, like, because Bernard didn't play the ball at all, got away with it, and now it's a free for Conor Cooney. Look, he's still a fair bit out, 45-50 yards into an angle, like about 10 or 15 yards from the like on the blind side of the post, but like knowing this fella well capable of putting it over.
Yellow card for Jamie Ryan, looks like, lads. Yeah.
Is it?
Yeah. Ardrahan have a tractor run. The PJ Mahoney Memorial Tractor Run is on the 11th of December, so contact anyone in the Ardrahan hurling club for information on that. Mentioning tractor runs, Turlockmore have one as well on the following Sunday, the 18th of December. Turlockmore Santry Tractor and Truck Run, so contact anyone in Turlockmore. I don't know Sir, have you tractors or vintage cars that you could go to Ardrahan or Turlockmore with?
We have plenty of vintage ones anyway.
Conor Cooney to take the free just outside the 65-metre line, striking it. It's on its way. Does it get inside the post? The umpire looked up and the umpire signals it has. And suddenly, 2 points in a row from St. Thomas's Conor Cooney. The second brings it back to within 3, 8-5.
They'll be a lot happier with that. They've steadied themselves down a bit, but loads of experience in that Thomas team. They won't be panicking. 5 or 6 down, they'd know they'd come back. They were 10 down against Clarenbridge in similar conditions.
Kieran Hanran drives the ball upfield from that shortish puck out. Cathal Burke back in the corner back position for Thomas is on the ball. He decides to go back to his goalkeeper Gerard Kelly. Ball straight to hand with the pass, and Gerard Kelly, the played inter-county goalkeeper this year, drives it upfield, comes out of the hand of Johnny Cohen, and picked up then by Jamie McGlynn. Jamie McGlynn looks inside to see who's inside for him. Oisin Flannery does well to take it in. Brian Keary puts him under enough pressure to dispossess him, and then comes Johnny Cohen to try to win the break ball. In goes David Burke. They could be teaching tomorrow morning in Bridget's in Loughrea, but they're not
having
teaching.
coffee together. No coffee today.
No coffee today. Bernard Burke on the ball. Bernard Burke off the right hand side, striking. With that curled in enough, it won't. It'll go into the welcoming hand of Garrod Lucknan, and Garrod Lucknan gets it out to Paul Hooban. We have 15 minutes played in the opening half of the county final. 8 points for the men of Loughrea with the win. 5 points for the men of St. Thomas's as Tiernan Killeen tries to change that statistic with his shot towards the post, and that one goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. Thomas will be happy with the last few minutes.
Yeah.
They will, because they're settling down into it, and that was like Loughrea kind of take 1 or 2 kind of unusual shots for them. But as you say, Sean, these guys are used to this kind of a campaign the whole time. Line ball here should be Loughrea's line ball.
Yeah, Johnny Cohen has had a great start to the game too, Sean. Everything around the middle he's dealt with well. He's been an outlet as well, and needed all the experience for him. Need him to have a big day for Loughrea today in order for things to go well for them.
You wouldn't believe this, but Phoebe Cohen is Johnny Cohen's young daughter. Maeve and Johnny had the daughter just 4 weeks ago, and Phoebe is at the county final here, so we say hello to Phoebe. 4 weeks in, first county final. Dad is out in the field as that ball is taken by Keane Mahoney before it goes over the end line. Gets it off then to Mark Caulfield. Mark Caulfield under pressure. David Burke is putting pressure there as well as putting legal pressure as a free in for Loughrea, and they'll be happy with that, because that was the situation, sir, where initially we thought that St. Thomas's had it under control. Yeah,
Mark Caulfield should have changed. I'd say the bench are thinking about Shane Cooney, because already he's dropped 1 or 2 balls that should have been cleared. This should be a score. This should be a score for Brian Keary. Stretch them out to 4 points again.
So Neil Keary then standing over the free, and it's kind of a score, I suppose. Niall, you'll be keeping the track on the scores. It's a score that probably Loughrea will want.
Yeah, he's looking for his 4th point. Obviously, Thomas have got the last 2 points, but Loughrea got the first 3 points. Then Loughrea got 1. Then Loughrea responded with 3 more, but since then it's been pretty even. Neil Keary looking for point number 4.
Neil Keary striking it. The umpire has a good look at it. He's happy. 4 points from Neil Keary. Not a bad start for a free taker, and it extends the Loughrea lead out to 9-5.
Yeah, they needed that, to keep stretch it out in front.
So the score remains then 9 points to 5. So Loughrea's Neil Keary getting the latest points as Darren Shaughnessy, the youngster for Loughrea, drives a long ball up to the 2-man full forward line again. Keane Mahoney over on Mark McManus. That has been a change as we saw after the first few minutes. McManus as well to keep the ball alive very close to the sideline. Back to Darren Shaughnessy for Keane Mahoney, using excellent desire there to win the ball, and then goes long into the 1-man full forward line, but Paul Hoogan does well to win it there ahead of Aidan Burke. Gets the pass off then to Jamie Ryan, and Jamie Ryan back in the left half back position, goes a running, he's caught it 3 times though. That's a free. Tommy Kelly, the Loughrea manager, is incensed with that decision, but Shane Hines was on it, and a free to Thomas, and a kind of a moment that could, 4-point lead could be reduced to 3.
Well, in the context of the game, it's a soft free, but it was a free, because when you look at it here again, now look, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. You see, he's over carrying steps away, and he has the pace. There's no doubt about that.
Was it the steps or the?
I'd say it was the steps, definitely. And again, before that ball, then Paul Hoover came out real hard, got in front of his, in front of Burke.
Burke is a threat.
Caught a great ball and give it out, playing very, very well. But this should be Conor Cooney's range again to bring it back to 3.
We say hello to a big Loughrea supporter listening in County Monaghan today. That's Joe Kelly. We also say hello to Brian Kelly, who's listening to us in Manchester. That comes from George McDonough. So Brian, you're welcome to listen to us here from Manchester. Conor Cooney puts the ball over the bar. 3 points for Conor Cooney. Back to a 3-point ball game again, 9-6.
Yeah, 18 minutes gone and the time is flying. Great sign of the game.
So then Carroll's Lucknan taking his time again with the puck out. The town lead by 3, as they call themselves, Loughrea.
9 points to 6. Mark Coffey, that's a great catch in the half back line. Super catch by the big man in that half back line. Goes along with a super ball into Éanna Burke. Éanna Burke takes it on the turn. Éanna Burke turning, and Éanna Burke over the bar. That's a trademark. Thompson scores there, on an excellent score by Éanna Burke.
Yeah, and it's one we'd expect. You know, they've weathered an early storm. They've got it back to 9-7. They've got a small bit going for them in a way. Caulfield did absolutely brilliant. Put up the hand, get them on the front foot, get them going forward. Super ball inside. Johnny Cole and Hooban, neither could get to it, and there was plenty of space in the Thomas's forward line that case, and great score.
Lovely take.
Coffey needed that too, lads, because things just wouldn't go right from him.
Lovely take from the puck out by Tiernan Killian, gets it across, and Caulfield nearly got a touch on it, breaks back then to Darren Shaughnessy. Darren Shaughnessy tries to make his space inside. We're playing an advantage. Thomas will be unhappy with that decision, but Darren Shaughnessy wins the free.
Yeah,
Vital again, 9-7.
Yeah, and if we look at who gave it away, that's in the D. That's Conor Cooney. He's trying to shake Kyle off. He's going deep for that. We see Jack Head fall on Jamie Ryan the other way. John Head fall on Jamie Ryan the other way up across the field. So there's both teams trying to get an influence on the way they want to play the game today. And at the minute, Loughrea are shading that.
Now, who would want to be a referee? Then Shane Hines give that free there, kind of soft. At least Thomas has felt it soft, and Loughrea jumped with Giant, vice versa the time before. But that stable flow of a game, I think he's having a great game. He's keeping up, he's fit, and like this game, to be fair to Loughrea, they're keeping the pace as fast as they can.
Looking at the flags, the breeze seems to be strengthening behind Loughrea. It's coming and going, 9 points to 7. Neil Keary has a chance to pop over point number 5 in the first half. He does just that.
Well, whatever's in it, like Loughrea have it, you'd have to say that, and they're playing down in, we'll call it into the town end, into the scoring goal.
Yeah, striking into the Dr. Mannix Road end as the goalkeeper for St. Thomas. That's Gerald Kelly, takes his time and he drives the puck out, drives it down on top of Conor Cooney, breaks off him, hits the deck, who's onto the break ball, Ushin Kyle, who's marking him. A foul given away by Loughrea, a pull of a stick across there, and what we're seeing, Sir Donnan, in the last few minutes is free's been given away by both sides, which we know what the standard of free taker we have on both sides. They probably can't afford to do. 10-7 remains to Loughrea.
Cooney winning his own free. He's making up for the one he gave away 2 minutes ago. He'll hit this from the far side. It was just a swipe by a left-handed, one-handed swipe by Ushin Kyle, trying to push it away from Conor Cooney's area. And Thomas will still be happy enough. There's 3 points in it at the minute. They've weathered an early storm. Watch the breeze. Watch the wind at Conor Cooney's back there at the minute. There's sufficient enough breeze in it. And if they get this back to 2, they'll be delighted.
So Conor Cooney standing over it then. The championship thus far, he has hit a whopping 466 before today, which is 45% of the Thompson scores, and after the build-up he puts the free wide, let off.
Yeah, that's a let off, but like, look at it, just shows they're human. Like, he's against the breeze, and it was a nice angle. No, you won't score them all.
10-7 then, Loughrea lead. We have played 21-41 in a fairly exciting county final, I think it's fair to say. Gareth Lucan, lovely puck out. Ian Hanrahan, his captain, he pulled away inside the 65 metre line to the stand side of the field here, gets away from 2 would-be challenges, but great play by Oisin Flannery, manages to dispossess him, and then Darragh Burke tries to win the hard ball and does win the hard ball. So Thomas have overturned the Loughrea puck out there, and Darragh Burke drives a long ball up, looking for Jamie McGlynn to get into his hand. Jamie McGlynn being tackled there by Kieran Hanrahan. Ball goes out over the line. Brian Keoghan, the linesman on this side, indicates that it's a line ball to Loughrea.
Yeah, and it's what you want there. There's big pressure, and St. Thomas is on the sharp puck out. Gareth Lucknan took his time, found it. Hanrahan, multiple bodies in where Thomas has forced the turnover and get the ball moving. Unfortunately, went out over the line for their sake.
It was a good puck out. Like, Hanrahan just didn't get the first touch. If you miss it all, they're in on top of you. Jamie Ryan is good at these. He'll go for distance.
Isn't he very deep though, hitting this line ball?
But he's good at them.
Well inside his own 45 metre line, that's why he's hitting them, because he puts it up to the other 45 nearly. Well, Conor Cooney went up, but the man that tidies is Cathal Burke. Off to David Burke, who goes first time, looking for the other Burke in there. Éanna Burke does awful well to take it down with the stick again ahead of Paul Hooban. Éanna Burke turning on the shoulder. That's a super score. Éanna Burke, he's not the biggest man, so he uses the 3.5 foot of the hurdle to put the hurl up, take the ball down, brought it into his place. Lovely score.
Yeah, and it was on Hooban's side, and he put his hurling across Hooban's face and broke it down to himself. What you see out Éanna Burke, absolutely brilliant.
10 points to 8. The score is back to Thomas is trailed by 2. Conor Cooney intercepts that would-be attack from Loughrea, but only sends it up to Johnny Cohen, and Johnny Cohen drives it down the field again, taken down by David Burke. Conor Cooney's back there as well. Conor Cooney has 11 on his back, but he's nearly a centre half back. So goes to Dylan Shaughnessy. Can Dylan Shaughnessy get a point for Loughrea. Dylan Shaughnessy puts it high, and Dylan Shaughnessy gets his first score of the county final, puts it over the bar. Good score from the break ball after Thomas looks to be in control of the situation.
Like they seem to be on top of it, but like again, there's a fair old son there. It's like Loughrea just doing enough to stay in front the whole time. What is it, 10-8, 11-8? Yeah, there's one scoreboard wrong the whole time all day, 11-8 and over 23 minutes gone.
Right one, yep.
Yeah. 3 points up, fair sun down there now, kind of a very glaring sun, a blinding sun. Here's a long puck out, high.
Yeah, Strokestown's 4 point, Mike Cullen 4 points in Tuam Stadiums, level in that Connacht Football Club Championship game. Ball won in the midfield sector by Ian Hanrahan is up on the ground. Shane Hines didn't blow, so now he will blow, and the attention will come in for the Loughrea captain.
I think it'll be a throw-in, I'd say.
Yeah, both management on the field, Tommy Kelly on the field and Kenneth Burke on the field, trying to be pushed back by Brian Keown and the fourth official, John Kane. It was a kind of looked like a shot on the back to Hanrahan, to be honest, and he fell forward, but he had the ball in his hand and he fell with the ball in his hand. He didn't release the ball, and I'd imagine it's either going to be an indirect free or a throw-in. It definitely won't be a direct free.
Gives us a chance to give a big shout out to Brian and Orla Fahy. They're listening in Vancouver and watching as well in Canada. Up the Toms, they say. They're getting ready for maybe another celebratory move, and we say hello to everyone listening all over the world with Brian and Orla Fahy. It's nearly the annual request. Mam comes up and gives us the request before the county final. I said to her today, it's not a bad place to be in 7 county finals since 2012. Of course, that 2012 final, they beat Loughrea. 11 points for Loughrea, 8 points for St. Thomas's. 25 minutes gone the opening half. Throw-in takes place. Darragh Burke goes down on 2 attempts, tries to get it to his hand, doesn't. Ball's picked up by Anthony Burns. He's fouled. And now again, Shane Hines, this time encouraged the ire of St. Thomas's for giving the free that way. Yeah, lively stuff.
It's hard to know. Like, we'd have to see a replay on it. Like it. Loughrea or Thomason field was very, very soft. They're upset with Loughrea at this one, they're happy at this one. So it's a well scoreable free, but even though he has a breeze behind him, it's still a tricky one. Now he'll probably float it into the left, like just into the middle of the post, and let the breeze carry it over. The breeze is if anything, is picking up, and like Kerry has a lovely method. Now Kerry is nice and steady at him down near the ball. He's not extra big, but beautiful wrist on him.
Certainly is.
It came from the ruck ball or from the throw-in, and it looked like it's saying if this is to be Loughrea days, the need to win this sort of stuff broke away. Darragh Burke had a chance to pick it and failed to pick it, and end up Anthony Burns coming in to rob him and conceded a score in the process.
Yeah, and then Kerry pops it over the bar. Some people reckoned it was shoulder on shoulder.
Yeah.
The way it was the score, the free was given.
12-8, 4 points again. The Loughrea will be happier now than they were because Thomas are back to 2.
26 minutes gone, opening half, county final. Sponsored by Brooks. Goes to the far side of the field. The puck out taken down by Darren Shaughnessy. Going back the field in that deep lying role. Certainly a lot of work done on the St. Thomas's puck out, you think, by the Loughrea management, but Thomas's do well to reclaim the ball. John Head kicks it up the field. This play over on the far side, very close to the sideline. Brian Keary goes back with the hand pass, and then Loughrea drive a diagonal ball over to the 10 position. Evan Duggan goes up there, brings it to the deck, picked up by Tiernan Killeen. Tiernan Killeen needs to go back. Does he overcarry the ball? He does. Excellent pressure by John Head. Eventually, Tiernan Killeen is contesting that he was being held, and I tell you something for nothing. It's not easy down there on that sideline.
It's not easy down there. And if Loughrea aren't careful now, John Hines will win the ball forward because they're complaining every time. Like, but it could have been a free for Loughrea. Like, you know, to me, Killian's hand has been pulled, but that's the way it is. Everyone around him, and once they're surrounded at all, like it was kind of overcarrying.
Niall?
Yeah, I'd agree with Cyril there. I thought his hand was actually pulled, and the free is given against him, but it's a huge free now for Conor Cooley. He pointed one in similar circumstances early on in the game. 4 points down. Thomas need to score at this stage.
Yeah, but it's not a gimme, lads. This is a long way out. Obviously 65, 70 yards out. You know, it's a tight angle enough to the sideline against a strong breeze.
Loughrea haven't conceded a goal in 3 out of the last 4 games.
That's a great score.
What a strike. Excellent point over the bar. St. Thomas's haven't conceded a goal in the semi or the quarter final. That's an excellent point. 12-9.
Yeah, it was arrow-like, wasn't it, Sean? Like, it was low trajectory, hit it lovely, didn't move at all, left or right, straight over the black spot.
Like a shot over goal. Loughrea are definitely having Thomas's under pressure in the puck out because they're keeping them thinking long and going short. This has gone short and now gone long.
Paul Hoban goes long, looking for Joseph Mooney and Fintan Burke. Joseph Mooney hits the deck, no free though, picked up by Martin McManus, who started in a welter of excitement, got the first 3 points of the game. He goes back to Neil Keary. Neil Keary off the left hand side, striking, but goes to the wrong side of the post, and wide. Neil Keary goes down. Don't know was there a connection with that. The referee will check it. Niall will tell us in terms of wides and scoring opportunities missed. I think they've been both fairly economical, Niall, have they?
Yeah, that's the third wide for Loughrea. St Thomas's have had one wide, so in fairness, then they're both fairly economical. I know Loughrea started really, really well. They were 5 points up, 6 points to 1. Their first 7 shots at goal went over the bar. Since then, they've hit just the 3 wides as opposed to Loughrea's one. But it's an intriguing county final, lads. It's a serious game, 12 points to 9.
Yeah, serious is right, like, you know, and you'll find young Jared Kelly's kind of going along with these puck outs, and he has a great puck out, like it's a good one against the breeze.
Yeah. It's going to drop in the half-hour line. Jarrah Burke goes up, brings it to the deck. Evan Duggan is up there. Every wing back goes up with these puck outs now. It seems ball is still on the ground. Who'll win the Brook ball on the ground? 3 or 4 players from both teams go in just outside the Loughrea 65-metre line. It's nearly won by Loughrea. 2 players end up on the ground. The ball ends out over the sideline. The referee Shane Hines blows the adog. I think it's Oisin Coyle that's down for Loughrea and Conor Cooney for St
Thomas.
Thomas.
The 2 of them clashed their heads, like their helmets seem to go on the left to the right wing. Shane Hines blew the whistle, let them have a look.
You see, Thomases are happy enough losing shape off their puck out, Sean, because they feel they can win the contest. Yes. They can feel they can bully in around the ruck ball there. That's the doing. Their long wing backs go up the field somewhat. Their long midfielders go up the field. And when it congests into that, they'd feel they'll have a better chance of getting out of that.
And also on that then, are they contesting as the 2 players are down getting injured? They're contesting and pushing up, contesting, ensusuring that quality ball is not going into the 2 inside for Loughrea. Is that a fair point?
And the key is if Loughrea get out of that zone with the huge space inside off that, they'll get gains out of that. But Loughrea or Thomas's will feel if we congest it enough, we'll get turnovers in that area, and that's what we're seeing.
But you'd have to say at the moment that like Loughrea are kind of winning them duels in the sense that look at all the space to create. Every time it goes into, it's dangerous. There's at least 80 yards in front of the 2 boys. There's 2 in the full backs, 2 full forwards, and 80 yards in front of them. Look at this.
Throw in takes place, or about to take place after the 2
if it's allowed
players
to
are
take
back
place.
to the field. Yeah, it is. Conor Cody wins it, goes back then to David Burke. How often has that happened in their careers? David Burke then goes long into a 2-man full forward. Jamie McGlynn, the small lad, went up nearly one of there. He's injured though, but we play on. Aina Burke nearly getting it. We want to stop play now because I think Jamie McGlynn, very like what happened to James Reid, if you remember, third in the semi-final, he's the smallest lad in the field, one of them, and he soared up into the air, come down on his back.
Yeah, it reminds you of Australian rules football. Soared into the air, didn't actually catch the ball. Oh, look, he's a brave young fella. He'll be fine, but he's winded, I'd say, at the moment.
Yeah, just lads, 1 minute additional time at the end of the first half, lads, so we're into that 1 minute as it is.
Thomas will be happy enough that it's been scrappy for the last few minutes because the margin is only 3. They've the breeze to come.
Yeah, they're back down to 3 points. They'll be happy enough, like with the Loughrea, they'll to take on another point or 2 in the extra time, in the injury time. Like, you know, there's still a few minutes to go.
Sisters Katie and Emer Kelly, nieces of Loughrea manager Tommy Kelly. Katie's listening to us in Melbourne. Emer is listening to us in Abu Dhabi. Good God Almighty, you're making us envious, Katie and Emer, because we have big jackets on us here today. I'd say you're all right. Listen to Galway.
Great ball here.
Great ball from that free out. So it goes as far as Dylan Shockley. Dylan Shockley in the number 10 position, strikes it high, but it tails out to the wrong side of the post and wide.
Yeah, you'd know by the goalies when he looks up where he's looking. Fast puck out here and a long one.
Long puck out from Jared Kelly down on top of Jarrah Burke, breaks into the path of Oisin Flannery, who straightens the line, going through the centre forward channel, opposite the ground. Jamie Ryan is back, putting him under pressure. Oisin Flannery, excellent score by Oisin Flannery. Could be a vital score. Excellent score.
Oh, how would you bang it off the ground in these conditions? Nearly the 20th of November. Super skill by Oisin Flannery. Got to the break, and that's half time with it. It's 12 points to 10, Sean. We're in set for a good second half.
Right, lads, give us a quick assessment of that.
Well, I suppose both will be good in. Like Loughrea will be happy with 2 points up, but I've a feeling that Thomas will be slightly the happier team. There's a breeze to come, but Loughrea will keep tipping, and you know they get not free here and there. This is the thing that I don't like to happen with them all coming in together into the one tunnel. Now, nothing will happen, but it's a flash point that could happen. You'd imagine they'd hold one team out.
I think that is the procedures, but it might be followed maybe.
And you see, I see John Head stood shoulder to shoulder with Jamie Ryan all the way in as a mental thing. Kyle done the exact same with Conor Cooney. But we'll be set for a good second half, lads. It only adds to the spice.
As big as a factor as we think?
It is. It definitely is, yeah. But Loughrea can run it again, the breeze.
So what we'll do then is we'll take a break for half-time. You'll see the highlights on Stream Sport. We'll be back on Galway FM as well for the whole second half live. It's an interesting county final. At half-time then, the 5 in a row chasing St Thomas's reigning county champions, trailed by 2. It's St Thomas's 10 points at half-time, Loughrea 12. Come back to us for the second half live.
The Sarsfields team then from 1997. Captain at number 5 was Pádraig Kelly. Winning his 5th county title, Pádraig played with Galway at all levels. He is remembered for his speed and skill and had an excellent campaign in 97 where he led by example. In goals, number 1, Tommy Kenny. Always cool and collected, the holder of 6 county medals with the club, the first being as sub-goalie to Mike Keneally in 1980 and played at all levels with Galway, a very reliable custodian. At number 2, Jerry McGrath. After suffering through injury in the early 90s, Jerry established himself as a tough and reliable cornerback in 97, and he also represented Galway at minor and under 21. At fullback, number 3, Brendan Cooney. Man of the match in the final, a vastly experienced fullback with Sarsfields throughout the glory years and holder of 5 county titles. Not too many full forwards like coming in to face Brendan. At number 4, Donald Kane. An outstanding centre-back in the All-Ireland winning team, reverted back to cornerback in 97 and adapted seamlessly to his new role. At number 6, Michael Ward. Curtin chairman of the club and lined out as centre-back on the team, proved to be a no-nonsense, uncompromising anchor of the defence. A favourite of referees up and down the county. At number 7, Willie Earls. Willie, throughout the 90s, was always a regular at number 7, Mr. Reliable, and any forward who spent an hour on Willie would certainly have known they were in a match. At number 8, Noel Morrissey. Noel was an ever-present on the Sarsfields team since his first county title in 1980 and has the distinction of being the holder of 6 county medals on the field of play, a towering and athletic figure in the middle of the field. At number 9, Joe Cooney. A man who needs no introduction, was simply an inspirational figure with Sarsfields, with his huge array of talents on display every day he dons the club or county jersey. At number 10, Pádraig Ford. Pádraig was another to break onto the team and belied his years with a fine campaign, scoring in every championship game that year, currently part of the Sarsfields senior hurling management. At number 11, Michael McGrath. Another who needs no introduction, Michael overcame serious knee injury to line out at centre forward in the 97 final. And Hopper has won every honour in the game as current manager of the all-conquering Sarsfields Camogie team. At number 12, Aidan Donoghue. Deadly accurate from frees and play and score of 7 points in the final, an important part of the attack through the 90s and former chairman of the club, currently part of the Sarsfields senior management as well. At number 13, Peter Kelly. Peter was a real handful for any defender with his blistering pace and accuracy, a key member of the team in the 90s and often found himself in the roving role, which was rare at the time, but nowadays would be seen as the norm. At number 14, Joe McGrath. Joe's ball-winning ability was second to none, and his direct approach paid handsome dividends all throughout the 97 campaign, scoring 1-1 in the final. He also represented Galway at all levels with distinction. At number 15, Peter Cooney. Sadly, Peter is no longer with us. He is represented by his son Oisin today. On his 3rd anniversary, we fondly remember the enormous contribution Peter made to the team in 97 and throughout the 90s. He was always Mr. Reliable and knew where the goalposts were. We remember him fondly this afternoon. Number 16, Francis Madden. Francis was the understudy to Tommy Kenny, and after Tommy's retirement he went on to become the regular goalkeeper for Sarsfields. At number 17, Michael Strafford. Michael featured heavily throughout the 97 campaign and was regularly called upon, came on as a substitute in the county final. At 18, Gabriel Leslie. A former secretary of the club, Gabriel was a solid and dedicated member of the panel throughout the 90s. At 19, Michael Cooney. Michael was a vital cog in the field of play for Sarsfields in the 90s, former treasurer of the club and chairman, and he continues to be heavily involved in the development of the club grounds. At number 20, Pádraig Noon. Pádraig was a stylish, tough and reliable member of the panel, very versatile player who could play in numerous positions. At 21, Pádraig Cooney. Double All-Ireland winning captain in 93 and 94, Pádraig also helped with the physical preparations in 97, a huge servant to the club. At 22, Cathal Hines. A very skillful player, Cathal was a valuable asset to this group and could be relied upon when called. At number 23, Tom Strafford. Tom, a forward who had lightning pace and skill to match, also a valuable member of the squad. At 24, Vincent Corcoran. Better known as Vinny, he was a very accurate forward, both from play and frees, and a popular member of the squad. At 25, Adrian McMahon, who unfortunately can't be with us today. At number 26, Kenneth Keneally. Kenneth was an ever-present and reliable member of the panel and currently juvenile chairman of the club. 27, Ronan Quinn. Ronan was just breaking onto the senior scene in 97 and later went on to be a regular for Sarsfields for many years. At 28, Jonathan Dervin. Another just breaking onto the senior scene in 97 and played with Sarsfields before relocating due to work commitments. The management of Sarsfields in 97, the joint managers Michael Murray. Michael was always be remembered in Sarsfields as a brilliant wing back in the 80 team and the first Sarsfields team to win the County Cup. An inspirational voice and always a very effective way of getting his point across. Served as a selector with Galway at minor, under 21 and senior level. Joint manager Michael Mulcairns. Another star playing at number 12 on both Victoria's 80 and 89 teams, formed part of the famed management with All-Ireland back-to-back winning squads of 93 and 94. Also part of the management, Michael Kenny. Joined the two Mikes as a selector in 97 after a career was cut short through injury. A regular on the Sarsfields team prior, and he was extremely effective forward who could score from the tightest of angles. The club officers in 97, chairperson was Frank Corcoran, who is the late Frank is being represented today by his son Peter. A staunch loyal club man, Frank was chairman of Sarsfields in 97 and indeed represented the club on county boards previous to that. Secretary at the time was Jerry Leslie, one of Sarsfields' most dedicated officers who served as secretary of the club for over 30 years as Sarsfields great. Treasurer in 97 was Mark Spellman. Mark ensured that the resources were always in place to run a successful campaign. If you could put your hands together again for the Sarsfields Jubilee team from 1997.
Yeah, we're here, yeah. Can you hear me? Yeah. No, we're just at the mics off there. Yeah, we can go at this stage. Yeah, we're nearly there because the Jubilee team is over and the teams are beginning to come here, yeah. Go on. Super, yeah. Thanks, Terry. Welcome back here then to Pearse Stadium, where St. Thomas's come back out of the field with Shane Cooney on for the second half. Loughrea were out a minute or so earlier, so Shane Cooney is on, and we'll try and work out who is the man that's been taken off at half time. Niall, I know, was looking at that fairly closely. What's the move?
Yeah, I think Mark Caulfield is the man that's gone off, and Shane Cooney has gone straight in at centre half back. We see David starting at wing back, but I can see him go to midfield, I'm sure, as the second half commences. But big move there, Shane Cooney back in at centre half back.
Huge move at half time. For St. Thomas's, Earl.
Yeah, it was always on the cards. Shane Cooney came on the same in the quarter final, semi-final here. After half time, he came on. Good tackling here by Loughrea, to be fair to them.
Yeah, throwing in for the second half. We've hardly moved from the halfway line. Dylan Shaughnessy wins the free. And this whole second half is going to be about hard work. Yeah. It's going to be about desire. I suppose you look at the county final records, just looking at one out of the last 7 for Loughrea. Thomas is totally the opposite, won their last 6 county finals. Is that a factor, sir?
I think it's going to be a factor. They'll manage the second half incredibly well over the last number of county finals over the last number of years. Interesting enough, Thomas's would much prefer to have Tavis Burke midfield. Yeah. But Head is doing a man marking job, and Jamie Ryan, he's gone to midfield, so Head hasn't played midfield all year. He's playing midfield at the minute with David Burke at wing back.
That free from Neil Keary into the breeze goes wide. That's a let-off. A let-off in terms of what could have been a score for Loughrea. Either way, 54 minutes gone, 12 points to 10. St. Thomas is still lead by 2 points. Or Loughrea lead by 2 points. Puck out breaks into the welcoming hand of John.
Trouble here.
There's a pull there. Darren Shaughnessy, I think, was the youngster that was involved there, sir.
Yeah, like he pulled there fairly wide. There's no doubt to be a yellow card, I'd say, anyway. Like, it's a free for Conor Cooney range, more or less straight in front of the post, but from the 65, 70 yards out. But there's no debate about this free.
John Head got onto the ball, and the slap was given there. So we'll wait to see the decision by the referee. Shane Hines is on the case.
Well, there'll be no debate. It'll be just whatever colour the card is. Like, that's the big thing. I'd say we'd probably get away with yellow.
It's a slap in on the area where the ball was, so I don't see it as anything more than yellow. What I don't like with referees is they having a look at the player in question on the ground before making the decision. When it's a yellow, your real-time action should be your decision in your head. Obviously, with players going down injury and that nowadays, you can't take for granted what's going on the ground as gospel.
Young Darren Shaughnessy then picks up the yellow card. He started for Shane Morgan, of course, in that switch before the game. So the switch at half-time, Shane Cooney gone into the centre-half back position. Conor Cooney to take the free then for St. Thomas's. 12 points to 10 they trail. Can he get the first point of the second half? Just he's about 2 foot away from the 65-metre line. He has a breeze behind him now, so it'll be interesting to see will this aid him as he strikes. He did fairly well in the first half into the breeze. He got 4 points into the breeze. Conor Cooney striking, the captain of St. Thomas's, puts it high, puts it over the bar. So first blood of the second half goes to the county champions.
Yeah, it's a good score.
Yeah, and it's a pint between them now, lads. Loughrea with a breeze, a pint down in a county final just after half time. You'd think they're back in the ascendancy or back in the driving seat.
See where this puck out comes to now.
So Garage Loughrea then goes long down the top of the half back line. Shane Cooney is very close to getting a touch on it, gets a touch on it. Picked up then by John Head. John Head goes back to David Burke, and David Burke gets enough purchase to get it out to Victor Manzo's out in the wing forward position under pressure from Brian Keary. Brian Keary does well to stop the progress initially, then keep the ball alive for the Loughrea support to come in. It comes in through Darren Shaughnessy, gets the pass out then to Tiernan Killeen. Lovely angle ball taken down beautifully by Joseph Mooney. Joseph Mooney though held up by Fintan Burke. Fintan Burke tries to go down over it. Again, another stalemate situation inside the 45-metre line, and will be a throw-in. 12 points Loughrea, 11 Thomas's.
Definitely so, and we can't see it here. We're in the stand and we're in the shade, but there's a terrible sun there on top of where the ball is crisscross the pitch. It's hard to see where it's going to go. It's a free for Loughrea, simple free.
Foul on Jamie Ryan. And in a tight game, every one of these decisions is crucial, isn't it?
Oh yes, it's crucial. Like, Shane Cooney, I think, was one of the foul there.
Yeah, he's
There's
right.
no doubt about it. He's bringing it forward now, and that's it.
He's right. There should be
tapped over anyway by Niall Keary, put them back. Gives them that 2-point lead again.
He spoke at length to the two captains before the game. You shouldn't have 4 lads coming in on top of the referee to talk to them about a decision. From what I could see here now was a slap down in Jimmy Ryan, very similar to the one, maybe not as hard that the one John Head got a few minutes ago. So Neil Carey with an easier position out just outside the D to put 2 between them.
Yeah, and it makes that free a little bit easier with the extra 10 metres or so. And Neil Cleary gets Loughrea's first score of the second half, goes high over the bar, point number 7. 13 points Loughrea, 11 points for St. Thomas's 4 minutes in.
Yeah, the Loughrea need that, just keep tapping the points, and they're still the 2 points up, so that I know it's early days yet, but there's no real hurling yet in the second half. There's to kind of it's stop and start.
Paul Hooban nearly got onto that puck out for St. Thomas. The man that's gone very deep is Jamie Ryan. Jamie Ryan on the ball. Haven't seen him in a lot of attacking situations right now, but he's playing to the structure of the team. Neil Cleary drives it upfield, but that will only go as far as Bernard Burke. Bernard Burke tries to pick out a pass into Dara Burke overhead, but it might break into the path of Evan Duggan. Evan Duggan can't get it up the first time. Conor Cooney gets a touch on it, picked up by Damien McGlynn, who does well. Damien McGlynn being forced back out the field, out to Conor Cooney. Conor Cooney off the right hand side. Lovely strike. He hardly had much of a swing in that. Super score, 6 points of the day, first from play.
Nonchalant, really, just a flick at the wrist, and like if Thomas ever can edge in front, it'll be hard to stop. But at the same time, Loughrea will be happy enough to get up another score again.
It's just interesting as well. Conor Cooney's gone in at full forward now. It'll be interesting to see if Oisin Kyle goes in with him. He does go in with him, so I suppose Thomas is trying to get a psychological advantage there by maybe taking Paul Hooban out of full back and obviously taking Oisin Kyle away from going forward as well.
Line ball. The ball goes out over the line. Tiernan Killeen very close to play. Yeah.
We usually see Conor Cooney doing this when they're aided by the breeze. He'll do a lot of his hurling on the inside. He came out there, whether he was man marked or not, came a loop on the outside. Very hard to read that loop, and with such power and strength in him, he just looks like he's flicking it as Cyril says, put it straight over the bar.
Yeah, very little backswing. Jamie Ryan takes the line ball, intercepted though. Shane Cooney tries to get into his hand, but is surrounded by 4 Loughrea men. Great work rate by the Loughrea men. They will still lead the county final by 13 points to 12. Stalemate situation on the 45 metre line. Dara Burke goes down on the ball, nearly had it in his hand. In go Loughrea again, and then Shane Hines says, I'll stop this rook and we'll go and throw it in.
To be fair to Loughrea, you'd have to give them credit. They're diving in and everything. They know that the game is in the balance at the moment. There's still a long way to go, about 24-25 minutes, but they're still a point up, and they're fighting like dogs, and that's the way they have to do it.
Yeah, and they're unbeaten in their 7 championship games this year. They've won the league twice in the last 2 years. They know how to win this Loughrea team, as that throw-in goes in, and it's won eventually by Shane Cooney for St. Thomas's. Gets the hand pass out to the runner on the outside. That's Victor Manzo. Victor Manzo in the left hand forward position, goes past the 45 metre line, in nearly into the 20 metre line, pulls the trigger high in towards the post, but that one goes across the face of the goal and wide.
Yeah, it was super defending by Kieran Hanrahan. He had ran alongside him, didn't want to commit himself to the very last second, put up huge pressure on Manzo's shot, which resulted in it going wide.
Johnny Cohen takes the sharp puck out, goes down very close to the sideline, tries to get Neil Cleary on the ball. Cathal Burke is over there for St. Thomas's. 13 points Loughrea, 12 points for St. Thomas's. Free out given against Loughrea there. 7 minutes into the second half. It really is delicate.
Yeah, this is a quick free, and it's gone into a 2-man full forward and inside.
Yeah, Jamie McGlynn is in there. Ian Burke is also in there. Loughrea have the numbers back at a 3 and a 2. It's picked up by Johnny Cohen, is it? No, he's under pressure. The ball is still along the ground. Goes back to Kieran Hanrahan under pressure from Jamie McGlynn. Jamie McGlynn gets into Gareth Lucknan. Gareth Lucknan, the goalkeeper, comes out. He's fouled. That's going to be a free out.
Yeah, Gareth Lucknan to me is probably the most improved goalie this year, Sean, of the championship. A few years ago he was nervous. Always a very good keeper and good wrist, but he has gone from strength to strength. Very well done there by the Loughrea best, because in one sense they were bringing the ball back to their own goals, and Turble Son in there managed to hold out. Paul Hoopan is still holding that middle very, very well. They're still the point up, and you'd have to say as well, their puck out strategy is very, very good, because they're changing it the whole time. They're making Thomas's, when they move up, to go long, and when they don't move up, they kind of go short, so they're making them think.
Gareth Lucknan then to take the free out. Loughrea lead by 13 points to 12. Decides to go short, goes to Kieran Hanrahan. I think they call the two of them Hansies, but this is the lad that certainly is minor and under 20 level that's known as Hansie. Gets the hand pass off then to the brother Ian, the captain, and Ian goes short inside Neil Cleary, but he's just possessed by Conor Cooney back in his own half back line. That's what this game is about. Goes up to the one man again, Ian Burke. Lovely take by Ian Burke ahead of Paul Hooban. Thought about having the shot initially. Hooban does enough to stop him. Ian Burke ends up on the ground. Play on to the referee. Out comes Kieran Hanrahan. His pass goes out over the sideline. Ian Burke and Paul Hooban are getting to know each other. Yeah. Members of both management teams are asking questions there, but the referee, in fairness, quite calm, quite cool, will restart with the line ball to St. Thomas.
It's a line ball to Thomas, and a good ending ends.
Yeah, John McDonough is the linesman on this side of the field. Conor Cooney is on hand. Jamie Ryan is showing interested in taking it, but John McDonough first of all throws the ball back to the 65 metre line and says it's Thomas's line ball. Jamie Ryan still wants to take it, but it's Darragh Burke that's going to actually take it. John McDonough is being spoken to, I think, by the rest of his officials. John Kane is having a word there. Greg Kennedy is up having a word there as well. So nothing spared. It's at a vital stage of the county final. We have 9 minutes played in the second half. 13-12 Loughrea lead. Line ball taken by Darragh Burke, a poor one. Goes straight across to the welcoming hurley of Dylan Shaughnessy. Dylan drives a long ball upfield, but there's no one at home for Loughrea. And now comes Gerald Kelly, the Thomas's goalkeeper. Runs into a bit of trouble from McManus. McManus seemed to have fouled him.
He was lucky enough. He threw it high-handed. Let's say he flicked it.
Attention, lads. Isn't every decision absolutely crucial?
Well, every decision has been fought for, even on the sideline, even outside the line. They're fighting for everything. John McDonough there, they were all wrong. He didn't know where the line ball was. To be fair to him, it was hard because everyone was surrounded him.
Fincher Burke takes the free, comes off the stick a bit, didn't hit it all that well, goes past Tiernan Killian though, goes into Victor Manzo on the ball, tries to get a little bit of space for himself, which is awful hard to get today. His pass only goes astray and it's intercepted by Ian Hanrahan, Kieran Hanrahan, comes out, gets it up, stands side the field, gets it up to Neil Cleary, a little bit of space getting away from Bernard Burke. He pulls the trigger, does Neil Cleary, is that going over the bar? That's a super score if it goes over. Excellent point by Neil Cleary, his 8th of the day, his first from play, super score.
That's as good as you're going to see anywhere. Like he did well to get it and to win it, and he's been surrounded by 3 or 4 Thomas lads, but he's on their own. Lovely wrist work.
Great score into the breeze, puts Loughrea 2 up, 14-12. Down at the other end, O'Shane Flannery wins the ball. Off to Damien McGlynn, little bit of space inside. Damien McGlynn going in and on the goal, took a lot of steps. It's the shot.
Free out, too many steps.
Yeah, you see, he faked the shot and he pushed him wide. It was good defending again by Loughrea. Pushed him wide, forced him to make too many steps, and he hit the side net as a result of it. But it's being picked back for a free out. Yeah. We've only seen one attack where Loughrea are in their flow, Sean. That's the only thing I'd be worrying from a Loughrea perspective. They tried the running game there a few times. It was derailed by numerous hits by Thomas's around the middle, and so that's why if they don't get that up and running, they'll struggle as the game goes on.
Johnny Cohen gets it up the field to Dylan Shaughnessy. Dylan Shaughnessy being held up by Shane Cooney. Ball is won back by Thompson. That's what
you're saying, Cyril, there. Like, that's the point. Like, if you're going around, you have to go into space. Well, Loughrea are trying to go through the tackles. Hard to do, like, better go through the space. Again, though, they're making Loughrea or Thomas's thing as a quick free, like, you know. And you'd have to say, to be fair to Kevin Hines, even on the overlap, he's been strict on the extra yards. Like, he's pulled it against Loughrea and he's pulled it against Thomas. So he's been very good on that.
11 and a half minutes gone, second half. 14 points for Loughrea, 12 for Thomas's. Conor Cooney with the free from the halfway line, very close to the sideline. That goes to the left hand side and wide.
Let off with someone like Conor Cooney at that time, usually.
It's an awful difficult free, but it is a let off with a man of his calibre.
Yeah.
14-12, Loughrea, the town as they call themselves, lead. They have won the county championship on 2 occasions, 1941 and 2006. As the puck out from Garage Uckland goes stand side the field, catch by Tiernan Killeen, wins the primary ball, turns, then goes low into Martin McManus ahead of Keane Mahoney. McManus lays it off to Anthony Burns. Anthony Burns bearing down on goal. He's half held up, has the shot. Poor effort by Anthony Burns. Came off the stick, goes harmlessly wide. It actually was nearly a goal chance, never mind a point chance.
Yeah, well, he probably got a bit blinded what to do between a goal chance and a kind of a point chance. He wound up taking that. Here's a quick puck out again.
Puck out then by Gerald Kelly, goes down to Darragh Burke and Darragh Burke wins it. His team trailed by 2. Darragh Burke off the right hand side. If it doesn't go over the bar, we go back for the advantage of the free. Which is the free to St Thomas's. 12 and a half minutes gone, second half. 14 points for Loughrea, 12 points for St Thomas's.
It's very balanced at this stage. Like, you know, the Loughrea are the 2 points up, but you'd imagine that Conor Cooney put this over the bar, bring it back to 1 again, and it's delicately balanced. I suppose, to be fair to Loughrea, they've led the whole way now. What have we got? We've got nearly 13 minutes gone in the second half, heading to half time, halfway up in the second half. Thomas are warming up a lad or two. They'll throw on a few lads because they'll feel that they're just not getting the breaks. They haven't broken down Thomas's or Loughrea. There's 2 points at half time, and it's still 2 points, even though it's going back to 1 now. It's an intriguing game without ever opening up. By God, it's a tough one.
There's only one time, of course, to be ahead.
Yeah, McManus did very well on that last attack. They'd be disappointed Anthony Burns didn't get a score from the resultant puck out. As here's Conor Cooney a chance to put it over the bar, and it could be a 2-point swing.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is. 7 points for Conor Cooney, and suddenly we're back to within that 1 point again. 14 Loughrea, 13 St Thomas's.
It's been impressive, Sean. Well, they should open the puck out. They've gone 1-1 to this one. See what happens.
So Garage Uckland is forced to go along to his half-forward line up. They go for that. The ball hits the deck. Onto it is Shane Cooney. The return. The man that injured himself in January, preparing for the All-Ireland Club semi-final. as that ball goes in again. A player goes down. Shane Hines says play on, and then he's letting it play, and then he blows the whistle, as I think it was David Burke that was coming away with the ball.
Yeah, at that time.
So it's going to be another ruck situation that's
It's going to be a
end
ruck. And if you watch both ends, like in the Loughrea, the full forward, have a full forward and the full back, 40 yards between, and in the other end you have 2-on-2 and about 60 yards between, and the rest is all.
And that's what both teams want. They want to get the ball into that area, don't they?
And whoever gets the attacking has great space, which if Loughrea win it, or vice versa, if Thomas win it, as you said, they're getting into where they want to get into. In
goes the throw in. Again, another ruck develops. 3 or 4 players from both teams are in there. It's in around the house all the time.
It's hard to see.
Cooney's in there. Joe Mooney's in there, but it's St. Thomas that look to be coming away to Dara Burke. Dara Burke off to Cathal Burke. Cathal Burke trying to get a pass away, not easy there. It's nearly claustrophobic in the rucking there. Something like we saw on the Aviva last night, I'd say. Again, it's on the 65-metre line. We've hardly gone 2 or 3 metres. The ball nearly came out. David Burke tried to pick it up. Shane Cooney's tried to on it. Need Keary's in there again. Play is just going across the 65-metre line, very close to the sideline. Loughrea nearly got it. Eventually, it's a line ball to St. Thomas's.
Yeah, like
Describe that one now, folks.
Yeah, it's 15. It's about 20 players on top of another. Like it's, again, I'd love to advocate like throwing it back out into space.
Here comes Brendan Farrell.
Yeah, this is the kind of forgotten man of the championship. He's a big, strong fella. Usually he comes on and plays very well.
He's called back again now. He was trying to get on.
I'd say he's going to come on. He's mad for a road anyway.
Who's going, Niall, do you think?
Yeah, we mentioned him in the preview. I'm not quite sure who's gone off. We haven't seen the number as of yet. We mentioned in the preview as one of the guys to be involved. Victor Manzo's the man that's coming off. Got the first point for St. Thomas's to start his first county final. He's coming off, and Brendan Farrell is the man that's coming in.
You'll probably find Farrell comes in there. You'll probably find him going to the full forward line, and one of the full forward lines will come out because he's strong and he's got great ball here, swinging across by David Burke.
Great ball, David Burke for that line ball. 14-13. Loughrea still win and leading, and they've won that break ball. Hanrahan does well to get off to Anthony Burns back at number 7. He gets onto the ball, and now he goes running past the 65-metre line, heading towards the 45-metre line. Gets away from his shoulder. Anthony Burns pulls the trigger. Ball. Eric McManus tried to keep it in play, but he couldn't put it wide.
It's gone wide anyway.
Anthony Burns has had 2 plays, lads, in the last few minutes, and both have gone wide. Sharp puck out to Bernard Burke, dropped it the first time, gets it the second time again. Loughrea get the numbers around him, but Bernard tries to pick out Oisin Flannery. Lovely take on the run by Oisin Flannery, going across the centre forward channel. Tries to quick offload a quick pass, but it doesn't work. The ball goes to Darren Shaughnessy. Darren Shaughnessy sprays it in front of Mark McManus. He has Jamie Ryan for company in there. Mark McManus getting it onto the left-hand side, striking in high towards the goal. That's gone wide. Anthony Burns 2 chances. Mark McManus wide. Will Loughrea rule these?
Yeah, the thing is, like, I know they're under pressure. Like, it's hard to take the right option under pressure, but they had the beatings of the minute to just steady and flick it back out.
Lads, they're up on 8 wides as well now. Loughrea to St. Thomas's 3, but like it's intense stuff, lads. The next score could be huge in the context of this game.
Certainly could, as the St. Thomas puck out won by Loughrea, and they build the ball up the field again. Darren Shaughnessy, lovely ball in space now for Mark McManus, getting away from Keane Mahoney, throws a dumping one way, plays a lovely ball inside then to the supporting player who's Ian Hanrahan. Ian Hanrahan over the bar. He thought for a second would he take on the run and take on a goal chance, but he's happy to pop it over the bar. Point for Loughrea. Vital score, the lead by 2.
But incredibly smart by their captain. He knew Anthony Burns went in a similar position, brought it into contact, didn't come away from the score. Hanrahan knows they needed a score at that time just to settle him. Steadied himself down and popped it over the bar. Super score, Loughrea.
Did the right thing.
Another
break for Loughrea here.
Joe Mooney's gone back the field now, and Jamie Ryan has gone into the 2-man full forward line. Lovely ball out to McManus again. That's better delivery into McManus, getting away from Keane Mahoney. McManus pulls the trigger. It's high, and it's over the bar. Super score by Martin McManus. Excellent point. He's first of the second half. He got 3 in the opening minutes of the game. 3-point lead for Loughrea, 16-13.
And they've Jamie Ryan gone inside as well. Keane Mahoney and Finton are after swapping over there, but if Jamie Ryan gets enough of possessions inside, he's been quiet today, but he'll do enough of damage.
Darren Shaughnessy on the ball, gets it off then to Tiernan Killeen. The youngsters are combining for the men of Loughrea. Lovely pass off to Joe Mooney, off to Keane Hanrahan again. What a game he's having. Hanrahan, the captain, taking on Shane Cooney. They are running at St. Thomas, but they're repulsed with a lovely tackle there by Shane Cooney. Goes back then to Joseph Mooney. Joseph Mooney turns on a sixpence and has a shot that goes to the wrong side of the post and wide.
Yeah, they've hit a good vein of form. Just all of a sudden, Loughrea, you get your purple patches, and they've got 3 great scores, and they took the right options. Like, young Hanrahan took a great option, and the Cyril said I was thinking of maybe going for a goal, but did the right thing.
What a position to be in. Loughrea lead by 3. 18 minutes gone in the second half of the 2022 County Senior Championship Final, sponsored by Brooks. Puck out down top of Conor Cooney, breaks it into the path of Oisin Flannery, free to Thomas's.
Yeah, but did you see what went on there, Sean? If you look at the passage of play, Loughrea with the purple patch, Mooney put it wide, Kelly slowed it down. He's such a smart goalkeeper. Slowed it down, took his time. Where is he going to put this down to Conor Cooney? Conor Cooney had a load around him. What was he going to do? He broke it straight into the position of Flannery, win the free. They'll put this back, they'll break Loughrea's momentum, they'll have 2 between them with 10 minutes left, and they're still in a position that they've been in many times before to win the game.
Yellow card, or is that a card to Darren Shaughnessy? Now Darren Shaughnessy has got a yellow, so it's a red card. Is it to Darren Shaughnessy? Has he picked up a second yellow? And Darren Shaughnessy's been sent off.
Yeah, lads, I think that's awful unfair, lads. In the county final, he's picking up his second yellow card here. This one, I think, was dubious enough. What do you think, sir?
Yeah, there must have been a tap on the head, but you see, he had a yellow one got before that. Like most
it's a
people
second yellow card. It's a sending off. Big move. Conor Cooney puts over the free.
Well, I didn't see the initial challenge. I didn't see any protest from the St. Thomas's players. I didn't think, unless he was told earlier in the thing, he was a foul away from being sent off. But I didn't even know it was Darren Shaughnessy that had committed that foul.
Yeah, but the thing is, I know they're down to 40, but it's still Loughrea there to win, because they are in the driving seat. You'll find, like usually, down 14 men can go on and do great things.
I think everyone would like to see that again, but certainly Loughrea are down to 14 men, with young Dylan Shaughnessy, the man that's got on the second yellow, has got to ricked up the red card. So with 10 minutes to go, St. Thomas are only a point behind. They also have a one-man numerical advantage. The shot in towards the goal by Ian Burke goes wide. Big movement, lads, in terms of the last 10 minutes. 14 plays 15.
2 points in it. Greg Kennedy's out in the pitch now, and he's at the last to settle down, because all it means that they have one man short up front. Now, they're used to playing this with Loughrea. In actual fact, if they get on the ball, they'll run it. It'll actually suit them once they can get onto it. Here's the puck out.
Yeah, second yellow card confirmed for Darren Shaughnessy, so he's gone. Anthony Burns as well to win that puck out when it went to the ground. He was onto it as well when it broke to the ground, as Anthony Burns gets a great run. He's gone through the heart of the Thomas defence. Key man, he's coming back. Great run by Anthony Burns. Can he finish? Again he goes wide. Gets a free. He has done an awful lot of things right, Anthony Burns, in the second half. That's about the third attack. This one will at least see you the score in a free, and it'll extend the lead back to 3 again for Loughrea.
Go on.
Man, he used all his experience, came across, he pushed him a bit wide and made sure he had given away the free as well, made sure that Burns wasn't getting a shot at goal. A goal to be conceded with 8 or 9 minutes left of normal time would have been huge. Loughrea will take this to go 3 between them again. It was funny enough that St. Thomas's didn't squeeze. They didn't send a man back as a sweeper. They kept a full squeeze on, which means there was a spare man around the middle at that moment in time for the last puck out. Bernard Burke was the man at question.
Yeah, you'd have to say Burns is causing terrible trouble. Once he gets the ball, he's running at them, and he's kind of going through the fence. Now, 3 points up with about 8 or 9 minutes left, 3 minutes into time. It's still in Loughrea's hand. I know they're down a man, but they are in the driving seat and they're looking good.
Neil Keary is the man that has put that over the bar to extend the lead out to 17-40. It's still 6-5 to Mike Cullen. No score in the second half of 43 minutes gone in tune. Puck out, going by Loughrea, and there goes Jamie Ryan. And Loughrea are running at St. Thomas in the last few minutes. Joseph Mooney has to put this over the bar. Joseph Mooney puts it over the bar.
Yeah, you're going to find, lads. When you're the man down, short game, you can run it. It actually suits them.
18 points to 14. Loughrea lead with a man less. 8 minutes left in the county final. Ball breaks. Jamie McGlynn is onto it from the break ball, though. Breaking down and goal. He's in the 20-metre line. Can he lay the pass off? He can. There's a goal out for St. Thomas. Into the back of the net, Edinburgh. County champions do things in style. There's the goal back, Sir Donlan. That's a huge score.
Huge score. McGlynn did so well. Broke down between Johnny Cohen and another racing Loughrea defender. His pass went to ground. You'd have expected that he was coming under pressure. Ian Burke went low with the hand, gathered it, didn't think he carried it off the ground, stuck it in the back of the net. A huge score, 17 points to 18.
Did well even together, because the pass wasn't perfect. Great catch.
18 points to 114. There's a score.
Here's Jamie Ryan again.
Wins the puck out, gets it off to Jamie Ryan, goes a running. Jamie Ryan blocked down though by Fintan Burke. Excellent play by the St. Thomas man. Takes a high tackle, wins the free. My word, is it ebbing and flowing now.
That high tackle, that's like nuts to a monkey to that fella, because he's strong as a horse. Came right through the tackle. He's like the small JCB. This won't put this lad down, but you'll find that.
Interesting, that's Conor Cooney's not going to take in the free. He's moving up the field. Gerald Kelly's coming out to take it.
Yes,
it's nearer. What is it? It's nearer the 45 metre line. His own 45 metre line than the 65 metre line.
Yeah, lads, this game so far, there's 53, 54 gone. Thomases have yet to get to the front. I know Loughrea are only a point up and they're under pressure, but it's still their game to win if they can just kind of get the ball again and carry.
There's nobody on Fintan Burke, lads. I'm looking at him across the field. There's nobody on him. If he hits the quick free, he won't though.
Jared Kelly, he'd have to hit it again because Shane Hines indicates he wants the free to be taken again. 114 for St. Thomas's, 18 points for Loughrea, 24 minutes gone in the second half. No doubt that Gerald Kelly will take this again, and with the breeze behind him, Cyril, it'll at least go into the danger area, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think he'll score. It's a long way. What he will want is not to put it wide. Whatever about scoring, he won't want it to go wide.
So Gerald Kelly, high. It's going to be a high, long ball in around the house again. Bernard Farrell is under, nearly breaks to Flannery. Who's onto it? Picked by Éanna Burke. Lovely control. What a point! Éanna Burke has come up with 2 huge scores in the last 2 minutes. Firstly, a goal and then a point. We're back on level terms in Clear Stadium.
Back on level terms, and here's a lad taking. Look at this lad taking the helmet off again.
There's a little bit of doubt as Paul Hooban has the helmet off.
No, the ref is having none of it.
No, he's having none of it. He says play on. Éanna Burke has got the equalising point. He's got the goal a few minutes ago. He got the point then to equalise. We're at a level in the county final. 25 minutes gone in the second half. 18 points for Loughrea, 115 for Thomas's. Ball breaks to Evan Duggan, wins it in the half back line for Thomas's. Drives the ball downfield into space. There's no one there though.
Nothing wrong with Hooban now, he's fine.
Yeah, Paul Hooban has the helmet back on and goes for the sitter and wins the sitter. Gets it back then to his goalkeeper, Garrod Lucknan. Any chance that it could be a draw. 25 minutes gone in the second half of the 2022 County Senior Championship final. Oisin Coyle drives a long ball upfield, but it's to no one. It's picked by Fintan Burke, the full back for St. Thomas's. Drives a huge ball downfield. Oisin Flannery tries to go in to keep it alive. Nearly got the touch. Ball hits the deck and it's won by Garrod Duckland, the goalkeeper. It's about composure now for both teams. Garrod Duckland, great ball out to Tiernan Killeen. Killeen with the pass back then to Johnny Cohen, and Johnny Cohen tries to measure the ball upfield. Up to Jamie Ryan. Can he get a score? Jamie Ryan up the left. It's high.
Put it up.
And it's over the bar. Jamie Ryan gets his first score of the county final for the 14 men of Loughrea. 4 minutes of normal time left. Sir Donnan, great score.
Score of the game. Garage Lucknan deserves huge credit. He could have let it run out over wide. Didn't want it. Brendan Farrell has the chance now going the other way.
Yeah, Brendan Farrell tries to get the ball inside. Does get it inside. Jamie McLean picks it. Nearly picks it. I think he was thinking of laying it off to Eva Burke inside him. Loughrea get the numbers back there. The 14 men of Loughrea. Last Darren Shaughnessy threw a second yellow on the 19th minute of the second half. We know the 26th minute of the second half they lead by 1. 19 points to 115. One again by Fintan Burke. Blocked down though. Great block by the Loughrea man, Dylan Shaughnessy. One then by Evan Duggan, gets up to David Burke. Can David Burke equalise the county final? Poor effort, only goes into Garrod Lucknan. Again, composure needed from both teams. Lucknan out to Johnny Cohen. Johnny Cohen is only one man up front to hit in the terms that Martin McManus is in the one-on-one inside, but Johnny Cohen carries past the 265. Johnny Cohen stays going, gets the pass off. His daughter is watching him. Gets it off to Anthony Burns. Can he pull the trigger? Anthony Burns, can he get it over the bar? Anthony Burns wide across the face of the goal and wide.
Yeah, it was super run by Johnny Cohen. Knew there was only one-on-one up there. McManus knew he wouldn't get it because he was hitting it into a breeze. Carried it 70 yards up the field. Handed it to Burns from a tight angle. Burns is shaking the head. He knew it was going to be a huge chance. Garage Lucknan well involved in the last 2 plays. It's how Loughrea can work it up the field in order to get a score. They're only a point up. It's still plenty to play for. Thomas's would still feel they're in control of this.
The thing is that
they're a point down though.
Yeah, Loughrea will. I know they're a man down, but they will carry. That kind of suits. They are a carry. They're a short team game, and actually what they've been training for all year could be to fruition now.
Subs on both teams. That's Conor Head in for John Head. They're first cousins. I think Conor is in for John Head. While Ian Hanrahan, the team captain, has gone off for Loughrea. He's had a right good game, lads, in fairness to him. And Sean Sweety comes in.
You can be thinking of man of the match as well.
Yeah, hard to pick it here.
Yeah, I tell you it is. Sean Sweety is in. Conor Head, I think he played his post-primary schools game during the week for Rayfields against the Pres Athenry. 19 points for Loughrea. 115 for St. Thomas's. 27-55 gone to the clock. Ian Hanrahan, he's done well for his team today. He comes off. as the puck out taken quickly by Jared Kelly. Goes to Keane Mahoney. 1-2 back to the goalkeeper Jared Kelly, who's going to go route one.
Here we go.
Goes a long high ball up, just going to break in around the square of there. St. Thomas is Oisin Flannery tries to get onto it. Bernard Burke was in there, tries to bring it back to Damien McLean. Ball still alive. Loughrea have the numbers back there. They're defending manfully. In around the house is Bernard Burke, gets a touch on the one-handed flick that goes to the wrong side of the post and wide. If he got enough purchase, it may have gone in as a goal chance, but it goes wide. Let off.
Yeah, it must be wide now because Thomas didn't even complain for the 65. Could have gone anywhere.
He pulled out a one-handed. He bulldozed his way through, pushed a few lads out of the way, kicked it on and hit it at to the swipe it at one hand, ended up going out over the line.
Conor Cooney is square now, lads. He's...
What about a draw game, lads?
3 minutes, lads, additional time.
How many?
3 minutes.
3 minutes of additional time. We have 1:10 of normal time as well as the ball breaks from that puck out. Fintan Burke goes down over. Loughrea are leading the county final by 19 points to 115. 29 minutes played in the second half. Another ruck situation. Shane Hines, the referee,
Loughrea will be happy enough with it.
Yeah, it's going to be throwing outside the Thomas's 45-metre line, and it goes won by Dara Burke, who spectacularly ends up on the ground. It wasn't Dara either now, because Dara is running away
Shane
from
Cooney.
it. I think it was Shane Cooney, yeah.
It'll be Conor Cooney take this, lads.
Yeah, he almost won the throw-in. He put down his hand for it as well. Chance to draw the game into injury time. He's still a yard or two there. 3 minutes of injury time played. By the time he hits this, it'll be over the 30-minute mark. It's a difficult free with the distance, Sean, but with Conor Cooney standing over us, you always have a chance. There's a small breeze at his back, and it's just a matter that he floats it to the right area. He shouldn't be hanging it outside the post or anything.
Shane O'Brien and Cayman Killeen are waiting to come on for Loughrea. He's about 8-9 metres back from his own 65-metre line.
Yeah, he's about the best part of 80 yards.
The clock reads 29:55 as he strikes. His team trailed by 1. Conor Cooney, the captain of St. Thomas, is striking it. Do you know where it's going? Straight over the bar. I never looked at the ball. I kept my eyes on Conor Cooney. He gave a signal with the right hand. We're level in Pearse Stadium.
Two subs here. 2 subs come down for Loughrea. They're throwing everything at the game. This is anyone's game.
Anthony Burns and Dylan Shaughnessy are the 2 men that are called ashore by Loughrea. 19 points Loughrea, 116 St. Thomas's. Who's your money on now?
Might only be a draw match. Like, in the sense, it's tough for anyone to lose now. Loughrea played fantastic, and St. Thomas are unbelievable champions.
14 play 15 as well, don't forget, for the last 11 minutes with the sending off on the second yellow of young Dylan Shaughnessy.
Long ball.
Puck out from Garage Loughrea to the midfield sector. Who gets onto it? Joseph Mooney is out around there. Dara Burke is out around there. Cayman Killeen is the man that picks it up in the Fitzgibbon final this year. Wins the free for Loughrea. Wins the free for Loughrea. We have 30 minutes and 53 seconds played, Cyril.
Yeah, like Cyril Donlan said all day about them ruck balls being vital, and they're vital all day. It had to be said most of the Loughrea have won them, or if they haven't won them clean, it's been a kind of a throw-in. This is like, it's well within Niall Carey's range, but it is a pressure free. And what's left, we're gone into injury time.
In fairness, it was the quickness he picked it, and he took it on the spin that took Dara Burke for surprise. Dara Burke left a hand out. It didn't need to be much of a hand. He punched the ground as a result of the disappointment of him giving it away, or felt it was a bit hard on him. Neil Carey with a chance. He had one after half time just outside the 65 that he missed. It's a pressure free. He'll know if he puts this over, he'll have a great chance for Thomas's to either get another day, or for Loughrea to get another day out, or to win the game.
This could be the county final on the 65-metre line. Neil Carey striking. It's on its way. It's high. It has the length. It has the distance, but it does not have the accuracy. Wide ball.
Another sub coming on here, lads.
Another sub. It's first.
Damien Synergy, small little fast lad.
In for Bernard, lads, I think.
31:55 gone the clock. Loughrea 19 points. St. Thomas is 116. Will we have a Loyola?
I would love to see a Loyola, because I don't think anyone. I think both deserve another day out.
They're going to hand Jared Kelly a chance to win the game here, possibly, lads.
Why?
The short puck out.
Short puck out to Shane Cooney. Jared Kelly. He's going to go huge from his own 20-metre line. Jared Kelly, long high ball in its level in the county final. Lastminutes.com. Breaks, won by Conor Cooney. And pass off to Ada Burke. Ada Burke striking off the left-hand side. It's over the bar. Ada Burke, 1 goal and 4 points in the county final. It's gone over the bar. 117 St. Thomas's. 19 points for Loughrea. Niall was spot on.
Yeah, Niall was spot on. They went down to the danger area. Whose hand did it fall into? Fell straight into Conor Cooney's hand. Very, very smartly popped it out to Ada Burke. They probably gave them too much room for the short puck out.
The ref will give one chance.
32-45. Ball breaks to Cayman Killeen. Can Cayman Killeen equalise the ball game? Long high ball by Cayman Killeen. Got to drop in around the house. Who has it? It's swung around. Keane Mahoney gets a touch. It comes out to Shane Cooney. Shane Cooney, the man who returned from that injury. Thomas's lead by 1 point. They're on the 5th in a row. Broken down into the path of Conor Cooney. Conor Cooney with the ball. Hand pass to Fintan Burke. Fintan Burke drives it down the field.
Danger here.
117 to 19 points. Long high ball that goes wide. We have the 3 minutes of additional time played. Kenneth Burke wants
give
to
them another one. He'll give them another chance.
Will he give them another chance?
He will. Here comes the puck out.
Garage Loughrea. We're going to play on. The puck out to the half-forward line. Shane O'Brien goes up with it. Comes into the hand of Fintan Burke. Fintan Burke is on the ball. Drives it down the field. Asking Conor Cooney to go after it into the corner forward position. In fact, it's Brendan Farrell. Paul Hulbin is winning it. 33-36 played at the clock. Free out for Loughrea. Thomas is lead by 1-1-17.
Fast ball's on a straight ball, crossfield ball.
Crossfield ball to Brian Carey.
On his own.
We still play on with 45 seconds longer than we were supposed to have played. In the 3 minutes of additional time, Brian Carey, lovely ball inside to Neil Carey. Neil Carey, the Careys combining. Carey gets it after Tiernan Killeen. Can he equalise the ball game? Tiernan Killeen pulls the trigger. Tiernan Killeen high.
What a score.
What a score. A score that deserves to have a say in a county final. We're level. 20 points Loughrea. It's all over. What a score by Tiernan Killeen.
9-1.
Excellent point came in the extra time, within the extra time allotted. Tiernan Killeen puts it over the bar. What a final, folks. What a final.
Great game, a great game. Look at this time of the year, fantastic game. They had the feeling last 10 minutes ago to win up Sean the draw, because to me no one deserved to lose. Loughrea down to the 14 men, deserve savage credit. Thomas has been champions, very, very hard to beat, and the only time they hit the front was near the last 30 seconds. Now Shane Hines did give them a little bit of leeway to get back in, and I don't think anyone will complain.
What a game, lads.
The quality was unbelievable. Tiernan Killeen, he was in my head for man of the match. I thought whenever Loughrea were doing well, he was well part of it. He was out on his feet there one stage in the second half. I could see him. He had 2 hands on his knees. We made a huge effort to get up the field from midfield to get the support and hand pass. Looked like David Burke was about to give away a free. He let him off. Carey did very well to just flick it on to Tiernan Killeen to put it over the bar. Loughrea would have led all the way through. They'd have been delighted with the performance in the county final, but Thomas has been the champions they are. They're never ever bet, and they'll have plenty of improvement for the next day, and we'll be set for a brilliant county final again.
Ian Burke's point as well, to put Thomas in front, was a quality score as well as the goal that he got as well.
The goal wasn't the pass didn't fully come right. They did very well to catch it down near the ground, took his time and stuck a great goal, and then got the points. He's a class player, which you'd have to admire Loughrea as well. They fought on, even the man being sent off, they're good at the running game. Would you believe? I think it kind of, not saying that they wanted that, but it kind of suits them since they still stayed on top. But for this time of the year, Sean, this was a fantastic game of hurling. You'll probably never see the likes of this again.
And the other important thing is, don't forget that it will be a replay. There will be no extra time, and it comes back to another day, which was be another issue in terms of when will that day come or whatever, but I think both teams deserve it. And you have to say to Loughrea, to play the last 11 minutes of normal time with a one man less, it's a fair achievement.
But the big plus they had was they were in front for most of that time. They were taking the game from the front the whole time. Now they only fell behind near the end, and fair play. To me, the ref gave them a chance to come back in, which was very fair enough. So I think both sets of supporters will go home excited and with plenty to talk about.
The sending off gave a bit of energy to Loughrea. Right after the sending off, they knew in order to compete or be part of the game, they needed to run the ball because there was a spare man. I didn't feel Loughrea had ran the ball enough in that second half up to that point, and it got them in their groove again. They got a few scores off that, but they also missed a bit. McManus missed a bit. Anthony Burns had a chance, 2 chances actually, and missed. If they got a bigger control of that, if you go down the home stretch with between 1 or 2 points between the St. Thomas's team, you're asking for trouble because they can manage that so well. The second last play for St. Thomas's in order to get their Ian Burke's point to go 1 up. Very smart by Kelly, went short. Loughrea had committed bodies back the field. Rude one, who was it going to? Conor Cooney, popped it out to Ian and over the bar. In fairness to Loughrea, they've managed it well after that. They got it up the field. Hooban won it here down in the corner, moved it across, came out to field. Everyone thinking it was going to the square, went low to Carey. He took on David Burke. David Burke, very good tackler. You'll be asking for trouble bringing it into contact with David Burke. Did very well to flick it off Tiernan Killeen to put it over the bar. Draw a fair result. Loughrea would feel they have enough hurling done to win a county final, but they live to fight another day.
Yeah, great game, lads. And Thomas has only led once at the end, obviously, when Ian Burke got the point to put them in front. But you got to credit Loughrea, lads. They looked in a bit of bother. There was 3 minutes additional time. They got on the attack a couple of times. I think Finton repelled 2 of them, came down the field, and they played on and they worked a great score to draw it. And Kieran Killeen had a great game midfield. Aina Burke's contribution, lads, 1-4 for St. Thomas's, outstanding as well. It was a fantastic game of hurling. I think both teams will probably come on from it. It'll be interesting to see now where James Regan is, or didn't tog at all today, or where Shane Morgan is for next week. Shane Cooney has got another game into his belt as well. Loughrea will be back to 15 as well for the next day. It's going to be a cracking game, probably next Sunday, you would think, but what a game, what a county final, and 2 superb teams, and it was great to be here to watch it.
It was unusual enough that they put the additional time. It was in the 28th minute when they said there was 3 minutes of additional time. Usually that would go up after the 30. So obviously I think it was 34 something played. I didn't see it, but when I looked at the clock on Manchester, it was 34. So it was a minute on top of additional time in order for Loughrea. Thomas's might feel hard done by in that, from that perspective, but all in all, they were always going to get a chance. And if it was the other way around, I'd imagine St. Thomas's were always going to get a chance too.
Yeah, I felt Loughrea were going to get that chance, especially when they were down to 50 or 14 men. Like, he gave them that 30 or 40 seconds or a minute and a bit. Like, you know, they'll be complaining at that the young lad was sent off, but like in the overall general play, like, was a second yellow card. Both of them weren't that savage, both of them, but that's what happens, that kind of a game. But as Cyril said here, it forced Loughrea into their game that they've been doing all year, kind of the running game, and then they got started. They came right back in and got great scores then.
What we'll do is we'll wrap the coverage here in terms of our stream sport coverage. It's been a fantastic championship. It's been a fantastic final. So what we'll do is we'll thank to Cyril Farrell, Cyril Donlan and Niall Canavan on coverage this afternoon. We'll have a Loyola as the county final ends in a draw. We're not quite sure when the replay will be, but it finished in a draw here. Loughrea 20 points, St. Thomas's 117. See you at the replay. score as well as the goal that